Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Oh, I very nearly made it. I was here with like 5 seconds to go, and then I realised my lights are off. I was like, I could do that in 5 seconds. Turns out I cannot. Oh well. So, how are we all doing? Happy Wednesday. It's bloody cold. I just put my headphones on and I was like, yeah, it's cold. I am absolutely freezing. My computer and my phone have a discrepancy on what the temperature is, so I'm going to go with my computer because it says it's colder, which is -3. Yeah, bit fresh over here. I had to go to the shop earlier today and came back with my hands were literally blue. It was not good. Well, like combination of dark purple and blue in places. It was, yeah, it wasn't going too well by the time I got back. Oh well. It's actually a little bit cool in here, but one thing I do know is that Starfield is going to make my computer work very hard and it's going to absolutely pump heat out in a bit, so it won't be cold in here for long. Yeah, ooh, try not to hit the microphone with my glasses, that'd be good. Otherwise I'll accidentally deafen you. There we go. Right, we're good. Time to get gloves out. Yeah, I kind of, I was thinking, like, should I go and hunt my gloves down? They're here somewhere. I was like, only 5 minutes there back, innit? Yeah. Turned out that was the wrong decision. Oh boy, was it the wrong decision. My hair is somehow scratching my ear. Under my headphones. There we go, that's better. We can work with that. Yeah, hope you're all doing well. Evening Tango, evening now. Just trying to wriggle myself into a workable position. My back has been particularly bad the last couple of days. It's not good at all. I'm very carefully organising this. Yeah. And we will head out into space, which should be cool. I'm actually on hot drinks at the moment, because, yeah, it's cold. I'm on fruit tea over there. A red berry infusion, or whatever the hell they call them. Right, let's press this button. Like everything's a little bit wonky and off-centre, I don't know why. Probably just my brain that's wonky. Usually is. Something weird was going on for a second there. It's not, it's fine. Let's go away steam. Tea with a wee dram in. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. I think I'd prefer that coffee, to be honest, generally speaking, rather than tea, but either way. Yeah, this is not the warmest jumper ever I've got on. It's alright, but it's not that. It's not as warm as some of my others, but good things about Starfield is hopefully the heat the computer will inevitably be putting out any minute will offset the cool in here. Right. So, yeah, last time we did a few side quests and had a bit of a run around. It was fun. We helped out some former criminals who were trying to create basically a rehabilitation facility for criminals. That's going to be too hot to drink if I try and drink that right now. Yeah, they were trying to create some kind of rehab facility for other criminals to get them into work rather than encouraging them to go back to a life of crime. But they were under attack. They were being harassed by, and one of them number was kidnapped by a couple of bounty hunters who felt that if this project was a success, others would spring up and do them out of a job. So, yeah, we encouraged them not to continue. It turned out the thing was being funded by the CEO of Laredo Firearms, which was interesting, who had a real dickhead of a security guy. But, yeah, that was quite cool. We got some interesting, unique, well, relatively unique in the quest rewards, items as quest rewards, but unfortunately none of it was any good, particularly. I think I did upgrade my weapons, though. I did, actually, after the last session, so that's cool. So I've got a top-tier tombstone now that does 108 damage. Let's hide and see the stats if you would like to. But, yeah. It's pretty decent. Looks pretty beastly. The long barrel actually kind of spoils the look a tiny little bit, but, you know, stats and all. I don't think there's ever been a gun I didn't put a long barrel on. But yeah, I've got it with penetrator round, so it absolutely fucking slaughters. It's just, does massive damage. I've got a hair trigger to up the fire rate because it's more effective than upping the damage. And yeah, this thing is going to be a beast. The other thing I got is I picked up a mag sniper and got this to the highest level I could. Look at that damage numbers. 598 per shot. It's basically a Gauss rifle with a funny design. It functions basically the same as a Gauss rifle does, so there is that. Unfortunately, it's... yeah, the charging thing is not my favourite thing, but it should be pretty good. Definitely looks like a monster. It's more than double, well, its way to being triple the damage output of my last sniper rifle per shot damage. So, yeah, it's pretty darn awesome. And that's where we're at. So, what have we got quest-wise then? Apex Predator? What's that? Oh, that's a thing we picked up last time. It relates to sort of post-Terramorph quest lines, doesn't it? That's that. Burden of Proof, that's stuff. We might actually head over and do Burden of Proof. So I have got some stuff to turn in, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Might do that. What have we got on here? That's Paradiso. Okay, I think this is... Yeah, this is all neon. Activity stuff. What we got here? Come on. Loads of stuff to do here. Gonna have to have a look. Who's Doc Manning? Well, we can. We'll get in space and have a look at the map, and then we'll work through these once we're in space. I think that's going to be the play. Oh yeah, and apparently I managed to sprain my ankle jumping around somewhere.
We have liftoff.
It's certainly nice and warm, but too hot to drink right now. It's too bloody hot to hold, actually, which is good. A massive Nightmare Before Christmas mug.
Orbit stabilized.
Yeah, well, it's not too late in the day, but there's more caffeine in tea than there is in coffee, usually. Contrary to the usual logic. So, Doc Manning. Where is Doc Manning? Show on map. Okay, so that is neon. Right. So we might be doing some missions on neon before long. James Newell. He's in. That's one of the in one of the shops on neon. That's also on neon. Okay. Don't know who she is, but I'm assuming she's also on neon. Yep. Samco, visit my rented room, also neon. Deliver the seat to Dr. Joseph Manning in Reliant Medical. Again, I believe that's neon as well. Red Mile, and chat to lots of people. So actually, most of this is going to be on neon today, which is interesting. Anyway, first things first, let's do that. I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff I'm lugging around. Where is the vigilance? Still in the correct system, interestingly. Terribly surprising, I suppose, but let's go. Wanted to sip my drink, but then I remember it's too hot. Yeah, with the security child, that was the one. Who's going to keep these former cons in line if they get frustrated or start acting out in their rehab program? A literal child. I think maybe they didn't think this through.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
That's clear. What? Oh, dock.
Whew. Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
This is not my ship, Andreja. I kind of wish it was, because it's huge and badass, but afraid not.
A few years ago, the Crimson Fleet killed somebody close to me. I've thought about this day for a long time. Thank you.
Welcome, Tofty.
Once we pack it full of
Once
stray
news of the
fleet.
fleet's demise hits the
Rather than
airwaves,
bolted once the
I
pigeons
imagine there will
showed
be a
up.
lot of celebrating going on throughout the settled systems.
We should have hit the airways by now. What's happening in the key now?
Mast will have the ultimate say, but we've petitioned to have it refurbished for SysDef use. But first, we'll need to perform an audit of the key's overall condition. Most of the repairs done to the station weren't exactly up
Well,
to
they didn't
standard.
exactly have the best
If
of
the site is
resources.
deemed not up to code, we're better off destroying it. That would also have political value given the embarrassing history behind it. For now, we have a strike team dedicated to sweeping the area for explosives. Once they give the all clear, forensics will come in to gather evidence. After that's done, then we'll start the audit of the station's condition. It's a process.
Messiah, can I get assigned missions now?
That's right. Since you're no longer undercover, you now have full access to our mission boards, just like other special agents.
Nice. Prefer undercover work, but nice to get more straightforward jobs on. I'm not just any other soldier. It'd be nice to get more straightforward jobs.
I get that. Completing the mission while having to balance different allegiances can be exhausting. Now, your objective is simple. Find the fleet and dispose of them. To
That's
that
pretty
end,
clean cut.
If you're in need of anything ship-wise, talk to me, and I'll have our maintenance crew take a look. No more bartering for scraps at the depot. You'll have full access to the best the UC has to offer.
I'll be having a look at that in a bit.
Well done. Let's see what you found.
Got a hot tip that someone in the fleet is hoarding a shipment of stolen chunks.
Hot tip, huh? What kind of idiot would dig in their heels waiting for a massive payout on some of the cheapest food in the settled systems? I've seen some strange things on this assignment, but this definitely tops the list.
Evening, Christian. How are
I'll,
you?
pass it on to my superiors. I'm sure they'll get right on it. Got it?
I do not think she is so sure. Raise the alarm at Hopetown.
The fleet's planning a raid on Hopetown? Okay. I didn't expect them to be so bold, but I suppose desperate times call for desperate measures. Don't worry. I'll circulate the description of this captain to the authorities on Hopetown and make sure they never set foot in that settlement. Find anything else?
Well, that sort of behaviour would strengthen the alliance between the UC, well, strengthen the peace between the UC and the Freeside
All right.
Collective.
Keep up the good work.
If they actually look out for each other once in a while. What have you got ship-wise?
Come to the right place. SysDef has access to the latest military technology.
I'll bet. View modify ships. Ship needs some repairs. No, she doesn't sell any, but see what
All right, let's see what you need.
upgrades she's got out of idle curiosity. Yeah. You got any big bad shield generators? That's the one I've got, I think. There actually is one that might even be better. It's 1095. What was the other one I've got? 1450. No, it's not better. So there are a couple that are technically better, but not by much. Structural. Yeah, that's the one I want. Weapons. I'd need some time to go through this, I think. Which I'm not going to do right now. I'm kind of curious. So she's got Deimos and Nova. Surprising. Stuff available is actually pretty basic. Can I actually use that? Oh, cool, I can. Actually, no. I think there is a more advanced version of this. It looks like a lot of the stuff she's got is fairly basic, to be honest. Some fairly decent looking grav drives, maybe. Interesting.
We'll be talking about this battle in the history slates.
Yeah, they will. Being a little lazy. It's fair enough. We all have lazy days. I've not exactly had the most busy day ever. On the other hand, my video yesterday's doing really well, so yeah, fairly well. So I can't complain.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Oh dear.
And we're loose.
Well, I don't have any attached to me, I don't think. Interesting. I didn't realise there were so many different bits of the key floating around as well as the main bit up there. I suppose you can dock with the fragments over there, but pretty sure you can't. See all over there, I guess. No, that'll be Subaru. I guess that'll be the main. Oh, there they are. There's the ships that apparently were a little attached to me. I think we might be okay. Right, back to Neon, I guess, because there's a whole bunch of quests to do over there. That's the next thing. Where is it, Volley? Yeah, we also got information about the next season drop today, but it was too late for me to do anything about it by the time it was released, so... Which probably seemed like a sensible time to be putting information out in on the east coast of the US. It was about lunchtime over there, but it's not much use to me.
Look at those stars.
What can you do?
Alright, we're done.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those
Here we go.
secret skills?
Neon.
Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for our future tomorrow.
So, I've got Subaru solution. Let's do that first and distribute some of these flyers.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Boost packs. Got those too.
Okay, James Newell, he's got a job for me as well, but
this is the place.
I have flyer from Subaru Okadigbo? Okadigbo? Yes? I'm probably butchering that, but anyway.
Here, let me see that. Oh, not a bad idea. You might be onto something here. Thanks for bringing this to me.
As I understand it, the idea is that get as many of the smaller businesses on the strip here to work together as possible, so that they don't get like prices undercut and you know. Just saying, the prices undercut, they don't get bullied and things like that. I want to have a little reminder. First hand out to other business people now. Yeah, it's the why, I've forgotten. I think that's the gist of it. Doesn't... I'm going to try and cherry pick a little bit who's available. Oh, we've got a slate that needs dropping in there as well, haven't we? And I need to visit my room at the Volai Hotel as well.
You have plenty. It's nice to see you today.
Cross-promotion opportunity, there we go.
Oh, thanks. I'll definitely give this some thought. It couldn't hurt. Enjoy your visit to Neon.
Away from home here on Neon. Our beds are comfortable and affordable. crime rating of only 16%, your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out.
I mean, Sigurd says he's an idiot in some ways, but at least we can. He's a relatively small business, so.
I have plenty of... Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters.
Cross promotion.
Business could always be better. I'll take that. Thanks for stopping by.
Could be back here in a bit. That was an alarming noise. What else we got? I need to do 2 more. Now I know I can drop one in at the Trade Authority, but I feel like that's probably not a good choice. The Emporium's probably a good bet. Stroud Oakland's a bit too bloody large, really, for that.
I think I got them.
This place is interesting. Stuff falling off the shelves. It's all like luxury decoration items, which is quite cool if you need to buy stuff to decorate your outpost or your house with.
Haven't seen a leech in a while. You think the city got them all?
Can't behind.
Headlock will destroy our shops if he isn't taken care of soon.
Oh yeah.
Would you care to pick up an exquisite gift while you're here?
There's a guy called Headlock. He's a gang member who has been harassing this place and trashing stuff and so on. Cross promotion.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll give it some thought. Maybe.
That's his voice, is it? I think I had the voices turned off at the time. I accidentally picked that quest up before. So I didn't hear his voice. And this is not quite what I was anticipating. Yarbank, Turbo, security. Yeah, I think
If you're wondering what that smell is,
yeah, I think this is the only one I've got. It's another option to the Trade Authority. I don't see this being a good choice.
This better not be a waste of my time.
You know what? He's just convinced me to go out of my way to see if I can go somewhere other than where he is. That's what happens when you're a dick. And a crook. Mind you, it's Neon. Like 80% of the city are crooks. Fortunately, there is a small corner shop around here that would really enjoy the cross promotion, I'm sure. So if I don't have to give this opportunity to somebody from... Oh, have we crashed? No, we haven't. We just lagged out. Yeah, if I don't have to give the opportunity to... somebody from the Trade Authority, that's cool. Ah, okay, so it just runs up to the top. I need to take the next left, because there we go. Frankie's Grab and Go. This is where I'm looking for.
I'm sorry, kind of busy here.
Hope you're a paying customer.
There we go.
No, thank you.
Really?
See you around.
Well, you then. Now, that's where you pick up the sleep crate on the corner there if you want to pick it up.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. Vultures.
Don't see another option, really. Oh, wait, no, there's another gun store down here I didn't go and see. This one. Let's go to this guy.
I bet what?
Burrow has
Not
got
something I'm
opportunity.
interested in. Not something I'm interested in.
Take the flyer or I'll shoot you. Huh, interesting. Well, I don't suppose this guy's interested, but we'll give it a go, because apparently I'm forced to resort to this.
What? Nah, I don't think I want to get mixed up in that.
Didn't think you would.
Done here?
So who's the last one?
an order, not a suggestion.
I want to shoot you. But then the whole town will turn on me and that would be mildly inconvenient. I'm guessing this is a bar or something. Legendary liqueurs. I guess we'll try this spot. Maybe that wasn't quite...
jumping in from where?
The Grands, not legendaries, okay.
All this time we thought he was just being
Grand.
some miserable hermit.
Yeah? You
Yannick the Grand, okay.
If you're here for blend, I just had a new batch come in last night.
A bit. What is blend?
You're stocking up.
The new gotta be new in Neon, because it's only the most popular drink in the city. You should try one. I guarantee that once you taste it, you'll be hooked.
Not here for that. Serious name for a beverage.
No mystery, the name says it all. Look, I don't have time for chit-chat. I've got a lot of business to take care of, so if you don't mind hurrying this along, that'd be great. As soon as word gets out, Blend is back in stock. It's going to be a stampede.
Business opportunity?
Whatever, just hand it over. I'll look at it on my own time.
Why is blend so popular?
Probably because you can't buy it anywhere else except at my shop. And I mean anywhere. As in the entire settled systems.
Really?
It's got a special blend of secret ingredients that you can only find in Neon.
So pay for the recipe. If it's that addictive and we're in Neon, Aurora must be involved.
Alright, genius. You guessed the main ingredient, but you don't need to be yapping about it in public.
Whiskey with Aurora in it, I'm guessing. From
For
sound
your
it.
information, the distribution of Aurora anywhere except the Astro Lounge is illegal. Off the books, that shit flows like water around the city.
On a water world, that's a lot. Have you ever thought of selling it outside of Neon?
No, are you crazy? I've got a captive audience here. Business is booming. Blend is part of the Neon charm. It's iconic. Not to mention that Blend's mix of special ingredients can only be found here.
I don't think I want to buy some liquor, so
Plenty
we'll
of
back
nice
up.
cold drinks in stock all day, all night.
Interesting. How it compares to conventional Aurora. Well, we've distributed all the flyers, so let's see what Saburo wants to no, what he wants to say about that. Evening, Grey. Quite like that sign. Nice and shiny.
Don't forget, we sell all types of raw materials as well. Ah, thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon. Thank
Wasn't
you
too bad.
again for helping me out with the flyers.
Quite alright. Next! Alright, I'll tell you what. Let's go and help Tevin deal with Headlock. Sioka? A gang member. He's terrorizing a shop near Frankie's Grab and Go. Okay. I know where that is. We were just there. Although she didn't want to take a flyer, apparently. Which is odd, considering she seemed like she needed the business. Let's go. Stop by Hotel Volley and check my room out while I have an opportunity. See if that'll shift it from the menu.
I'm a little busy right now.
Need something?
Tevin Anastas told me a thug named Headlock hangs around here.
Never heard of him. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day?
Your obstinacy is getting to be slightly irritating, hon.
How am I supposed to know where he is?
Depends. How attached are you to your knees? Need information that won't connect back to you.
I'd like to tell you, I really would.
Sure, we can work something out.
Yeah, I hope so. You just won't give up, will you?
Yep, I went well.
Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either.
Sioka, there we go.
That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time?
How do you know him?
He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track.
He's been terrorizing the Emporium.
Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with him?
I'm going to talk to him. If he behaves himself, then that's it. If he doesn't, I'll kick shit out of him.
I have no affection for him whatsoever. He's a good-for-nothing thug, and a boastful one at that. I wouldn't mind seeing him get smacked around and put in his place. But that doesn't mean I think he should be killed.
Just want to talk to him.
That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death.
Fuck you, bitch.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along. Come again.
Yeah, she has got a bad attitude. Sets up businesses with her husband to try and, you know, make a living in Rough City. And then... I mean, yeah, her husband got killed, I think, so... I mean, I kind of get why she wouldn't be in the best of moods, but... Still. If she wants to keep a roof over her head and continue to run a business, she could maybe be a little bit less of a bitch to paying customers. I mean, don't get me wrong, if they've got it coming, they've got it coming, but I just went in there to ask her a question or two, so... I haven't actually been down this side yet. More sleep crates. I'm glad we didn't have to try and decorate one of those sleep crates. Look more like coffins than sleep crates. Ah, okay. Well, there's the door. I mean, I went to try and help her out, and then first time I spoke to her, she didn't seem to have the worst attitude ever, but it seems to have gotten worse over time. Interesting. I mean, if I just wanted to assassinate him, it would be quite easy to do from up here. Just walk in and blow his head off with a sniper rifle, but... Ah, Assad. I mean, Headlock.
And who do we have here?
It's another child.
Business, or to get your head caved in?
You leave the Emporium alone.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you.
I can kill all of you. I'm going in before you join the Sioka.
The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. Clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them.
Real LDE going on over here, mate. But maybe they were sick of you and wanted you to leave. Respect the Sioka, but can't respect you, doesn't worry me, not looking for trouble. Maybe the Ebbside Strikers were just sick of you and wanted you to leave.
Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube.
Bring it,
So go
bitch.
on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone.
Just shoot him in the knee and be done with it. Why'd the Sioka try and
They
get you?
realized I'm an asset, of course. I'm one of their best guys. I'm tough, dependable, and I make a lot of money for the Syndicate.
I don't believe a word of that. Be wise to do as I'm telling you.
Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time.
Doesn't benefit you at all, making life difficult. Security will get involved and they won't go easy on you. I'm going to kill you if you don't listen to me. I'm not sure how much more blunt I can get. I am sorely tempted. Let's try security. Let's go with the easy option for now.
I do it because I like doing it. I don't need any benefits from it.
Okay. I'm going to kill you if you don't listen to me.
Jeez, just take it easy, will ya?
Well, that works.
It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine.
Said he was a little bitch.
You won't go around to the Emporium any longer.
I don't think I believe you. Bang. We're done here.
Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
Now you see why people fear us.
Just on general principle, you know. Yeah. The gunstore guy is a bit of a miserable ass, but he does have a little bit more character. Well,
try anything.
About more character.
Dead.
You know. They're just not getting with the program, are they?
No funny business.
Well, I was eating a clown the other day and said to my friend, did this quest before your persuasion skills rubbed off? And you didn't quick save before you slaughtered them. No. I wouldn't have felt particularly sympathetic to smearing his blood all over the place. Ooh, we got little performance struggles today. That's not happened like that before. Odd. Wonder what's up there. Nix's apartment, and I can't get in there. I don't know who Nix is off the top of my head, but I guess I'll find out. Sounds like it might be related to a quest at some point. Dude in basically a reasonably tidy suit, sitting behind a load of crates, just chilling. This work is not so great for him. Warehouse 1. Yeah, I guess we need to go back and
Inside's a bad place for talk.
tell the folks at the Emporium that there won't be any more trouble. Yay.
Oliver, I appreciate your help with this matter, but please, don't get yourself killed on my account.
That's okay, Aaron. You won't be messing with me anymore.
Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. Come back soon. You never know what we'll have for sale.
Yeah, odd fella, that one. The whole business dedicated knickknacks for decorating. Yeah, it's useful, that's for sure. Haven't been in here yet. Lakeland showroom.
I'm happy you've come by our showroom today.
I'm sure. Spy ships. Privateer 2? No. It looks like an ice cream sandwich. Narcissus 2. It looks like a thin ice cream sandwich. No. I'm curious. I've seen this cockpit is semi-popular. Probably the second most popular one, I think. Maybe not quite. Roanoke. A ship that's going to disappear on you. Or a ship whose crew's going to disappear on you. Very, very square. Honker. Yeah, these are not exactly what I would call elegant ships. I mean, mine's not perfect, but it's better than that. And gear options kind of suck. Yeah, those are those bridges that were the other bridges we were talking about, I guess. Have to see the inside really to wind up. Not really into that so much as I am the other one though, I think. Haunted ship would make for a fun quest line, that's for sure, yeah. I could see that being either a creation club or a DLC. Not DLC. Excuse me. A mod. Right. Don't think there's any other of these I want. Blood strikers. Those two I could do. Actually, you know what? Let's go and find out about Nesha, who was being nicked for trying to take Aurora off of Neon. He said he was in his pocket and he forgot about it, but didn't look like it was going well for him. Alright.
You got a problem?
The phrase you're looking for, buddy, is can I help you? If you don't want to get shot by somebody who takes it the wrong way, anyway. I can't seem to talk to this guy. Does he have a window? He does not. Staircase.
Whoa. Aren't you the one who took down the Crimson Fleet? Buddy and Sistef was telling me all about it. Pretty amazing stuff.
Would you like a photo? You know what? I'm going to talk to him. He seems nice.
Yeah.
Oh, on that. Ooh, that's quite cool. So you've got a drumbeat merged with a mag shear. Which looks actually quite cool. If you look at the front end of it, no, it's not meant to look like that. The back end doesn't look quite so good. And it looks like there might even be something else in there too. No, I think that is just a drum beat. But yeah, the front half of it, like the drum beat with all the extra girders and stuff attached, does look pretty cool. Furious tacticians refined Orion, huh? Well, legendaries just sat on their shelves there. That's interesting. Whole bunch of contraband and stolen stuff. If I wanted to get up to no good, that'd be a good way of doing it. I guess I need to head upstairs to find somebody to open that door. So I can't talk to him when he's behind. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Yeah, I can't talk to him when he's behind the door, apparently. The neon security uniform was any better than the other one. It's just
Another day, another shift.
it's the same. There is actually nobody here to talk to. I thought there might be a CO or something.
Selects live in space, or got separated from their home planet or what. But they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war, and they like to pick them clean.
Okay.
No. Hey, wait. You were there? When those security assholes nabbed me.
You're in the middle of security. Yelling about them being assholes is not
You
clever.
need to help me.
As soon as I walk out the door, they're going to kick your nuts right up into your mouth, buddy. What are you in for, and did you do it?
Am I guilty? No. I mean, yes, yeah, I'm hypothetically involved in Aurora smuggling. But who isn't, right? What's going on here is about more than some bullshit charges.
Really? Sounds like you are where you're meant to be.
Gee, thanks. You'll fit right in on Neon. But please, can you help me out? I've lost my job. I've lost my creds, and if I don't square things with Yannick Legrand, I'll lose everything else. Everything. Yannick is expecting a package.
Ah.
A really not so legal package. If you deliver it to him, he'll know I'm loyal. Don't worry, Yannick's loaded. He'll take care of you.
Why do you think you can trust me?
I, don't. But you are my last and really only chance.
Do you know, I don't want to end up in the cell next to you.
Security won't give you a second look. It'll be fine. So please, just deliver the package.
Where's
my
the package?
cred's on block 02 in Epsilon.
Okay.
My authentication code is Alpha 3 Kilo 4. Just tell the manager and she'll key you in. The package is there, everything accounted for. Just take that to Yannick and hopefully this damn nightmare will be over.
That's good, because I thought he was going to be pulling something out of his prison wall up for a minute. I was like, here, please take the package. I ain't taking no package from you, especially not when you manage to keep it secret in prison.
Look at you. Beautiful, unique, original, bored. Never look in the mirror and wish you could be.
It's an interesting marketing pitch from a plastic surgeon. To be honest, I have not so long ago changed my appearance, changed my face to match my clothes.
Sleep crates for rent. I have some sleep crate units available for rent, but someone like you, trust me, you can do better.
If you need to pick one up, that's where you do it. Need access to Nesha Osmani's sleep
You
crate.
have the proper authorization code, and I'll let you into any place you like. I might even throw in a thank you. You look like the type that might appreciate it.
Quite sure what the deal is that. That'd be a compliment.
More of an observation. Not much to do around here, except clean up after people that have partied too hard and drink. Don't get much of a chance to talk to the respectable type.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll take that. Alpha 3 Kilo 4.
I got it. And authentication is all green. Look for C153. Before you go, I'm going out on a limb here and assuming your account's more flush than my usual clientele.
No bad.
Got some evicted crates set up to go to the dump. Might be full of weak old Kazambas, or it could have the original Miguel Rafael Bailamos. Only one way to find out.
Oh, I've got comments. Wasn't the original destroyed? Even the reprints are worth a fortune. Is this about Bailamos?
A brilliant piece of art. It celebrates when the colonists first broke ground on Polvo.
That rings a
vids make
bell.
it look stunning. All done in charcoal from the embers of their first fire. Well, so the story goes. Nice to be able to use my art history degree for once. Pro tip, when your parents say there ain't no use for a degree, they aren't lying.
Probably not, no. But it doesn't necessarily mean they know what they're talking about either. Especially if it's not something they've studied. On the other hand, they could also be completely right. Wasn't the original destroyed?
In art school, I heard a rumor that Rafael's son sold Bailamos to some UC magnate. The fire was a cover-up. Imagining a piece of Freestar history in some Deimos Corporation boardroom? Wars have started for less. Man, it's nice to talk about something real. You've made my day.
Okay, we'll take a chance on that crate.
Great. Unit C-203 is now keyed to you. Best of luck.
I'm curious about a number of things here. Nash's sleep crate apparently is over here. I think that's Nash's, isn't it? He is around the other side. The other side. I'm guessing. Yep. There it is. I mean, at least I decorated my place. Okay, is this the other one? Let's check it out while we're here. The other side.
But I can't make enough credits to leave. Stop.
This one. We are. Well, great. Couple of toilet rolls, empty pharmaceutical kit, and a coffee mug. I can't even decorate it. Well, I got effed, didn't I? Can't open, there might be something worth having in there. Oh well. Always in style. True that. I was thinking last night about sort of this game and what it's done well and what it could have done better. And it's like Neon's really, really cool. The whole strip here is really cool, but I feel like it could be like maybe twice the size, especially the areas behind the strip and underneath the city, and the area up top they could have done a lot more with, had the potential to do more with. Also, like, some of the other cities are just way too small compared to what they're supposed to be. On the other hand, the game wouldn't be out for another 10 years if they actually went for,
I gotta tell you, man,
full, taking it to the top end.
Or get the hell out. Your pick. Yeah, I'll see you later. Ah, a customer.
There we go. Nesher sent me to Zoti.
Oh, yeah, right. You're with Nesher. I see the family resemblance. You're practically twins. I know he got pinched. So if you are some undercover neon security goon here to shake me down, beat it. Yannick's no one's mark.
Someone who's trying to help you out.
Nesher
Ask
wouldn't
that.
work with it. Huh, unless he had no choice. What is this about?
He told me to deliver this until he's low.
Oh, really? Huh. Fascinating. So Nesher came through. Might be he's less crappy than I gave him credit. Who am I kidding? He's a bottom feeder. But when all the good fish get gobbled up by corporations, sickly minnows are all that's left. Take the creds. I am known far and wide for my generosity. Ask anyone.
He's worried you'd ruin him, guys, on him.
Yes. He is loyal. Loyalty will be rewarded. You look like talent. Serious talent. And no one knows you. Yes. You are looking at the one and only maker of Yannick's blend. It's potent, it's good, and has a jackhammer of a kick. The kick is the problem. But you may be a solution. I'm thinking a new, cleaner, smarter operation. With you working for me.
I get the feeling there is a catch here, a big one.
And smart. I like you. Blend needs Aurora, yes? And Aurora is totally illegal outside of the Astral Lounge. And really, really illegal off-world. If the Rangers catch you with Aurora on a ship, oh boy, that's a long time in the clink. And if the great Benjamin Bayou finds out you're selling it on the streets, even bigger trouble. But so far, I have outsmarted them all. And together, we can keep making loads of credits and making a fool of the great man Bayou at the same time.
That is appealing.
This man thinks he owns Neon, the only player on the board.
Not entirely true, but it's not.
Where the real people live.
It's not far wrong either.
So Yannick can carve out his own kingdom and screw Bayou.
Yeah, what exactly are you up to?
Now you do. So I have a proposal, yes? Nesher's worthless to me now. Loyal, yes, but he'll be watched from now on. Useless. And my other employee, Felix Sadler, makes Nesher look like a genius. I think it is time Felix Sadler takes a vacation. Permanent. Off-world. Or maybe he tragically falls into the ocean, I don't care which. But you deal with him, and you become very valuable to Yannick.
What's Felix's story?
Felix. Felix is a mess. Samples too much of his own wares, understand? He's been getting worse, and a danger to the whole operation. Best if he just goes away.
Love it is pretty cool. Not interested in your crazy plan. You're gonna wind up dead. Well, he's probably gonna wind up dead, yes. I'll take care of him.
This is the start of something beautiful.
This guy's gonna get himself killed, but that's his own stupid fault.
This can be handled delicately, without bloodshed. I suppose we should see.
That's the plan.
Sacks up in some dingy warehouse in Ebside. You will find him there.
Sure, manage. That is a cool display. Pity we can't do anything quite so cool in our own place. So many things that, like, little things like that and stuff around the building system, and the potential is humongous in this game, the worlds, and so on and so forth. And it's awesome as is. There's some really, really cool stuff and a lot of stuff that I thoroughly love about this game. But I do kind of think it also needs more in a lot of places really to live up to that potential. But it would have taken another God knows how many years to reach that level if they'd really, really wanted to. I'm sure they really did want to, but if they were to actually go for it, like, the game wouldn't be out for another 5 years or something. Any judge? Interesting looking warehouse with a...
So long.
Everyone for themselves.
Right, let's try my new friend out. My other new friend.
Give up already.
Come out wherever you are.
Where have they gone? Cowards.
Fine.
Stay out of our territory, you gutless punk!
No one
Damn
can
recruits making stupid moves! Not even...
There we go. If in doubt, we'll go, not quite James Bond on their ass, but still close enough. Capo suit, huh? That's pretty ugly. Felix, you prick.
You were awesome! Did you see yourself? Those Sioka Syndicate freaks had no chance! Yannick came through! That asshole rescued his boy! Tell him I won't forget, we are tight.
Well, he doesn't seem like a particularly hardcore drug user, but on the other hand, I'm not sure I trust him either. Why is the Syndicate gunning for you?
Like I have any goddamn idea? But they'll regret messing with Yannick, yeah?
I suspect they're onto Yannick and view him as competition. Not here to talk. Yannick's operation is in trouble. You have to get off world for your own safety. Give him a choice. You die, you go off world. He wants you to leave. His operation's in trouble. Get off world.
What? Yannick's firing me? That's what this is?
Pretty much.
World? Just pack up and go? No, that can't be right. I mean, Yannick's screwed without me.
You could tell him
big
about their own.
plans. Big! Tell you what. Screw Yannick. I hope the Syndicate string him up and execute the bastard. And screw you too. Yeah.
You understand I'm saving your life, right?
Oh, I feel so honored to know you and how you're saving me from my own damn life.
Do you want me to shoot you? No, go so I don't have to kill
You
you.
expect me to just... I mean, after what you did to all the... All right. Sheesh. I'm leaving. Tell Yannick I'll miss him. Or
Did he
maybe
just
not.
make me drive his ex off world? Also, you need to leave via a door, not via a cupboard, buddy. If you're assuming you want to leave, that is. Which you'd think after what he's just seen, he'd be quite happy to get off world. Be in favour of the idea. Oh, wrong button. Also the wrong button. Also the wrong button. I thought I heard the music on. I did not. Explains a lot. Anyway, moving on. I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get to snipe. Just ran into cover and stayed there too quickly. He's got a really big sniper, stay in cover. Ninjas around the side and just shoots him in the head anyway.
Be careful if you run into
Still kind of wishing I had pistols right now. Like a James Bond-esque character who's like slick badass with a pistol would play quite well in this game.
Take it easy.
Can't. I'm having Zoolander issues.
Just another
Can't turn
lovely
right.
day in Neon, am I right? You deal with Felix yet? I'm sure it was a great pleasure.
Any idea why the Syndicate was there?
Shit! No, I do not.
You went for
But
pistols,
I will
George.
find
Yeah, I
out.
kind of wish I had done, but you know, oh well. We'll stick with it. That's really very good. How did you wind up with someone like Phoenix?
Not happy.
Felix, even.
Not many options. He does not hold up a candle to you.
You're not my type, buddy. He's out of the picture.
You get results. Like me. Well, hopefully not too much like me, right? So, now, new business plan. Where I am the boss and you're my capable and well-rewarded underling, yeah? Yannick's blend is running low. Soon there will be angry customer, and that's bad for business. What we need is Aurora. And there's only one place to get
I got a bad feeling about
Xeno
this.
Fresh Fisheries. Nasher worked there and had a secret contact. Even secret from me, his good friend, who supplied the Aurora.
Excuse me. Why didn't he tell you who your contact was?
He said he wanted to protect them, that it was safer if no one knew. No matter how I pressed him, he'd clam up. Very frustrating.
Sounds like he was doing a good job.
Maybe. No longer important. So, it is time for you to become a productive member of society and get a job at Xenofresh. And here are some superb and very legitimate credentials. And your new name is Riley Chernyshevsky. Nice to meet you, Riley. So you apply there to work in production. Oh, you know how to make amp, yes? Simple recipe. They expect applicants to know basic chemistry.
Interesting. And also interesting. One second. Pretty much anyone can make amps, can I? Well, guess he's ready for a career change. What's amp?
Amp is steroid. Very strong, very powerful. Legal, for the moment. Nishar said one of the interview questions is about this.
These credentials, hold
Of course
on.
they will. Only the best for my junior, very junior partner. Actually associate. More like an associate, yes, that's better.
This character is growing on me, as much as he's a dick. I guess Riley's ready for a career change.
That's very good. So you need to put on your best suit, Riley, and make a good impression. Nishar's contact should be looking for someone like you, so find them. Then we line up more Aurora, and profits will flow.
Hey there.
New guy gets a job, and suddenly the product starts going missing. It's not going to be suspicious at all, is it? Fishy business. Sounds about right. Apply for a job at Xenofresh. Have a forged ID for Riley Chernyshevsky. Oh, I don't know. Riley. Use it to get a job at Xenofresh. Find Nefshow's contact. All the way down the other end of the promenade from the look of it. The strip, or whatever you want to call it. Bay Plaza. Read an article about an all chunks diet and he's going to try it out. Whoa, somebody's in for a rough time if they get on that one. Xenofresh. I don't actually know what's involved in making amp, so
Welcome to Xenofresh Fisheries, the pride of Neon.
What's it like to work for Xenofresh?
Xenofresh is the best place to work in Neon, hands down.
Everything's safe, right?
The hours are respectable, and the company's profits are skyrocketing. We're fortunate that Administrator Bayu dedicates his time and brilliance to see our company excel.
Hey, look, it's somebody else with a brown tongue. Let's hear in the bathroom anyone else going on that diet. No, I don't think I would want to either. No. At the very least, the plumbing bills would be expensive. Is it true Xenofresh manufactures Aurora?
The Freestar Collective has given Xenofresh Fisheries the sole right to fish
Chunks come out here, exactly.
to produce Aurora. If you care to sample some yourself, we have it for sale at the famous Astral Lounge. Although Aurora is our flagship product, we also produce a line of delicious seafood products as well.
Yeah, I would like to apply for a job.
You've come to the right place. Xenofresh is always on the lookout for new faces to add to our family. The application kiosk is over there, but feel free to ask me any questions.
Do you have me work for a chemist?
Job candidates with background in chemistry are highly sought after here. I highly advise you to look at the application kiosk. Thank you for visiting Xenofresh Fisheries.
Sounds like an AI. Vacancy, production line chemist. Why work at Xenofresh? Xenofresh Fisheries is the oldest and one of the most profitable corporations on Neon. That's why. The Xenofresh team is committed to excellence. We pay competitively and have career paths to suit every employee. So join us and join the future. Vacancy. Looking for a talented chemist who can help produce additives for our painted Chasmbus gourmet fillets and other products. It's an entry-level job with flexible hours, can work with your schedule, able to work independently with a high degree of accuracy, and BS in chemistry or biology or similar work experience. Willing to be a loyal team member, protecting Xenofresh's remarkable array of trade secrets and processes, and at least 2 references. Scan ID to begin process. What would you list as your greatest strength? Well-rounded, capable, hard worker, lack of any weaknesses, learning new skills and procedures quickly, literal strength, biceps are huge. Well-rounded and capable. I don't know. Highest level of education you've received: high school, bachelor's, master's, doctorate. I was extra special accreditation. Why not? Create a rough diagram of the chemical structure of AMP. Thank you for your interest in Xenofresh Fisheries. Submit application and then talk to receptionist for the next steps. See how this goes.
Riley... Oh god, is that Cherny-Sheetsky? Cherry? I'm so sorry. Miss Gurov would like to interview for the position. She's in the underbelly on the factory floor. She'll be expecting you.
Interview? Already?
Candidates like yourself are often fast-tracked through the application process.
That was very fast-tracked. I literally couldn't walk from there to your desk in the time it took her to approve me for an interview. I'll go and see her then.
Have a nice day.
The level of have a nice day. This just creeps the fuck out of me. It's like, this is somebody who is being nice to customers because there's somebody crouched behind the desk with a gun pointed at them. What's your greatest weakness? Honesty. I don't think honesty is a weakness. I honestly don't give a shit what you think. That's a classic one. I have a great weakness for drugs. Not a weakness when you want to apply Xenofresh. Well, I'm sure they don't want you sampling the product, so probably would be a weakness. One moment. Book my house out of boomerangs in case a tornado hit. Yeah. So I just checking because I got a notification about an Amazon delivery, and they have been, well, I think they're now on about a 60-40 success rate for the last month, which is suboptimal. It wasn't so long ago, 50% of my packages either didn't arrive or whatever. Were in some way not up to standard. I had 4 deliveries, and 2 of them, one of them was damaged and one never showed up out of 4 deliveries.
I would hope for the sake of these workers that after a while you get used to the smell.
You're going to want to have an argument with the chasm bass, to be honest. But, no. Yeah, that success rate had me a little worried. So when I got a notification saying something had arrived and I hadn't heard it or seen the delivery arrive, I was like, I just wanted to double check that.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. They like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way they can strike anywhere.
In fact, you can find my goddamn recommendation on file, which you ignore.
Mr. Bain was expecting the event to go off smoothly. He personally expects it.
He needs to
I
die.
can't make something out of nothing. Everything is falling apart down here. I need my new budget approved immediately. Hello? Hello? Aye!
You might need to quit your job. Otherwise, you might find yourself made redundant in the worst possible way. She's pretty.
You're the new applicant, right? Riley?
That me.
So you learned on the job at Argos? Not bad, not bad. But that's not what's important. You know remedial chemistry and seem to be living and breathing. You're goddamn hired.
Oh dear. You're not dead and you have a basic understanding of basic chemistry. You have a job. I have some questions.
This job isn't about asking questions. It's about getting to work. If you're too much of a pain in the ass, I can easily find 10 people that would kill for this opening.
Really? You sounded a lot more desperate about 10 seconds ago when I was walking in the door.
Go ahead and talk me out of it.
Take the position. We get to start. I'll take the position.
Good. Good. Take this and put it on. Time to get to work.
Unprocessed Aurora recipe added. Using the proper ingredients, you can now manufacture unprocessed Aurora recipe can be viewed, tracked, and produced at the Xeno First Pharmaceutical Lab. Interesting. I've heard of an Irish boomerang. If you throw it, it doesn't come back, but it sings songs about the old country. I don't know the people that I'm endeavour to early in the day. God knows. Probably people who live closer to the depot, maybe? I don't know how they plan their routes and stuff. I've got a feeling Amazon drivers are expected to do a lot of drops in a relatively short amount of time, and it affects the number they achieve in a day affects their pay or something. So, that's why they're not really encouraged to. Or the structure kind of discourages them from being particularly customer centric, which is why I found things lobbed over my back fence recently. Sorry, my shoelaces undone. It's bothered me. Okay. And I was just glad that it wasn't raining, because if it had been, it would have wrecked what I'd had delivered. But yeah, I did lob the package literally right over my back gate into the garden, and I was very, very lucky that I found it. But yeah, and one showed up damaged, and another one didn't show up at all recently. So I'm now on. Since then, the last 3, I think, have been successful. So 3 deliveries have been successful. One of them was a replacement of the one that never showed up, which I did manage to get a refund on, but still, I was a bit. Their success rate recently hasn't been good, and in the last couple of years or so, still not been stellar. So, you know, what can you do? Apart from be a bit careful. Right. Put on the clean suits. Ooh, that's quite cool.
Follow me, and let's see how well-rounded and capable you are. Jesus. Wear the damn clean suit every minute you're on the job. It's for your safety. I can't have any more of you dropping dead because you can't follow simple directions. Clear?
I like the way the audio
So,
transition just
here's
went
the
through that.
facility.
That's nice.
Don't go anywhere. You work the assembly line, you make what's asked, and you get paid and go back to whatever crate hole you come from. Don't ask questions, do only what's asked. Remember, you are just one tiny cog in the Xenofresh machine. Don't fraternize, except on a break. Here we go. The assembly line.
You are about as charming as a punch in the face.
Simple. The hopper will spit out ingredients. The computer tells you what to make, you take the ingredients from the hopper. We know to the milligram what's needed. So take what's required. No more, no less.
Happens if I take too much.
Then it comes out of your pay.
It's not simple
You
enough.
think so, right? The other thing is speed. We got a quota. As soon as the screen spits out a compound, the timer starts. So use the station to craft the compound, then put it in the other hopper. You beat the time and you maybe make Employee of the Month, get a bonus, maybe get promoted one day so you can have your own little crate rats. You take too long. Don't take too long. Questions?
Will I be making?
You weren't listening. Don't ask questions. Just make what you were asked. Period.
She said, any questions? So I asked the question. I look forward to collecting that bonus.
If your fingers are as fast as you run your mouth, you'll do fine. We understand each other, right? You get one run-through with training wheels, no time limit to learn the system. After that, the clock is ticking. Finish your shift, do well, and maybe you come back. You could go to the break room before you leave.
I was going to make a comment about if she was a bit nicer, she might find out how fast my fingers really are, but yeah, she's not really that nice, is she?
Training program commencing. Create one batch. No time limit.
It's probably not what I was meant to do, but okay.
Something for personal use or for sale?
Okay, deposit in the hopper.
Guess what I'm not having for dinner? If you said seafood, you win a prize.
Okay, I get the idea.
Craft one batch. 1 minute starting now.
Okay. Subpar performance pay doc. Jesus, how fast did you want it?
Ugh, they don't pay me enough to stick my hands in fish guts all day.
Don't think it's actually possible to be any faster than that.
Can't talk now, or I'm going to be late for my shift.
Assembly complete.
Yep.
Shift over. You can go to the break room or go home.
That's insane. I don't think you can actually do it any quicker than that.
New faces are always coming through here.
Robbie. Oh, just random worker.
Welcome to the line. Hope you like your every move being recorded and digitized for Silicon posterity.
Got a lot of corporate paranoia. First day, having to meet new friends. They're really recording it?
Here, there, everywhere. You can really feel the trust.
Well, they do employ people to make drugs, so presumably highly addictive ones. I know, actually, I have no idea how addictive Aura is, but highly in-demand ones and restricted ones. Gotta love corporate paranoia.
That's a good one. Speaking of security, oh no, an outage? Fortunately for us, the damn things are broken like 98% of the time. You happen to know Nesher? Poor guy got picked up by security.
Thought the only named person around here might be his contact somehow. He was contact, and he took him out. Poor Nesher got unlucky. Can they afford better security?
Security doesn't generate money. It's an expense. An easy
It
target
prevents
if you're
loss, though.
short-sighted and want the quarterly budget report to look good.
Poor Nesher, he got unlucky.
Tough break. I like Nesher too. The fact I'm still free means Nesher didn't rat me out to security.
Yep.
I knew whoever he was working for would send a replacement. Are we back in business?
Still is open again.
Shit. I wish Nesher had told me that. I'm in too deep to back out.
What?
I'll give you the cords to the merchandise. It's up to you to get it and do whatever you do. If you need more, you know, work a shift and meet me here in the break room. And I'll give you the new drop cords. Pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, what was easy? Oh, it's taking more ingredients. Ah, I see. Might get... Let's give it another go. Why they're dropping out more ingredients than you actually need, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see if we can do another shift and have a bit more luck. I mean, I still got paid, so, you know. So I need 2 hallucinogen, a casambas oil, and a stimulant, and a benzene. Okay.
What I wouldn't give for just one solid week of sunshine.
Oh, so that's not happening. For now, anyway. I might be able to come back and do a shift later on, perhaps, but... How long am I on tonight? Probably on to about 11-ish. We're on 9? Yeah, a couple more hours. Repeat it later. Yeah, I thought I might be able to. Don't know if I will. I mean... Made a couple of grand from my trouble there, but...
What I don't sell, that's a control.
Incredible and exclusive. Whichever you listen, you'll enter a world unlike any other. Technology Corporation is a settled
Solve the problem, Daniel. That's good.
For that again?
Oh, not too far then. Catch you in a bit, Christian.
No one... Wait. The boss is expecting you. Go in.
Well, right. Yes. Benjamin Belland. Yep, thought so. Nice suit.
Now all the interested parties have convened. Yannick. Did you think you could use Aurora in my city without me knowing? Another bloodbath in Ebside isn't good for the tourists. Still, sometimes blood's gotta flow. And you must be what passes for the brain in this operation. What's the percentage in letting either of you leave here alive?
I will gladly kill all of you, and if you weren't immortal, you wouldn't stand a chance, you creepy-looking mofo. I'm very sorry, he's a moron, but on himself. Too small to risk the murder investigation. Well, that's not going to work. Yeah, he's a moron, he brought on himself.
I concur. Yannick is in fact quite stupid.
Oh, your friend even thinks maybe I should do Neon a favor. Why shouldn't I?
Your lounge has the upscale market covered, Mr. Bayou. But there are so many credits lying on the table, begging to be taken.
Go on.
We use just a smidgen of Aurora to make blend, and blend is priced for everyone. Please tell him.
Yes, tell me.
He has a point. People are practically beating down his door for it.
So, you've got an emerging market cornered. Yannick, I'd almost think you're a businessman. Almost.
Yannick has just started. The credits are rolling in.
Wait, did you just call yourself Yannick? For real?
I.
Muzzle it. Here's the deal. You get to keep smuggling Aurora out of the fishery. You make your blend and sell whatever extra Aurora you want on the streets. But I'm taking 20% of the profit for having to deal with your bullshit. We're done. Yannick, get busy making me my money.
Oh, another level.
You look like you could.
I will not aid you in this.
I was hoping I'd get lucky, and for a minute there I thought he was actually going to die, but apparently not. No, you did the same thing as I just did then, did you see? Yeah.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
You can try and start having an affair, because you sound like you are. Anyway.
You look like you could use a drink. Hell, we all could. Oh, Yannick's heart. Still beating so very fast. Mr. Bayou is formidable, huh?
He's a cunt.
You okay? I hope we're still simpatico, yes?
I thought we were dead. He's such an asshole. Want nothing to do with you. Kind of surprised you seem to care. He's an asshole.
I mean, yes, he is. Our profits go down, yes, but we don't have to worry about being caught anymore.
Well, entirely.
So, business as usual, yes? You do a shift at Xenofresh and your contact tells you where to pick up Aurora. You go there, make an easy and very safe pickup, and deliver it to me.
Yeah, he
No
didn't say anything about what happens if I get caught carrying
anytime
anything.
you want. Take a break if you like.
Why doesn't Bay just give us the Aurora directly?
You want to ask him? But if I had to guess, he probably doesn't want to muddy his reputation with us. And if anything goes wrong, total deniability.
Let's do another shift just for the lols.
You are the best thing that ever happened to Yannick. Well, maybe my firstborn. Ah, who am I kidding? It's you.
Again? Now? Really? I thought the last shift was more than enough.
Time for work then. It was Riley, yes? Yes, Riley.
Well, I was going to give that another go and just run another one for the lols, but if Androsia's going to disapprove it, that's reason enough not to do it for me.
If you are free soon, could we talk?
Well, that's something anyway, don't you?
Just another lousy day in the...
I'm sure you can take the second outpost away, though. I think you can go to the outpost beacon and remove the outpost, and then you'll just be back down to 1. If you wanted to.
Huh? Are you okay? I'll profit. So, you go there, no time.
This line of work's not for me, I think.
But it's all safe now. Easy credits. Maybe come back later, yes?
There are plenty of ways to earn credits, Mr. Yannick.
Yeah, if you like that option.
Things I wish to discuss with...
The way she says it just sounds really iffy. Oh my god, is that the inside of her eyes? Yes, it was.
Got a problem?
Yeah, I just saw the inside of Androsia's eyeballs. That's definitely a problem.
I have something I wanted to say. But I confess I am afraid of how you will react.
Well, so she's not getting any better, is it? If it's bad, maybe we shouldn't say anything. Nothing would change my opinion. All that matters is you have my back. We'll talk about it later. All that matters is you have my back.
I know. That is part of the reason why I feel it necessary to be honest. I know that you said you prefer to be surrounded by others, unlike me. But Constellation means something to us both. And I must be honest about why. The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Varun. My people. My family.
Well, I figured that much already. Everything else I think was a joke. I thought they vanished. A bit of a cult. Explain how this makes any sense. What's that?
You have not heard the name? I am surprised.
Of course I am.
Generations ago, our founder, Jinan Varun, he had an experience while grab jumping.
He was off his
He made
tartars.
contact with an immortal being beyond time and space, beyond our universe.
No, we
the great
didn't.
serpent
He was
told
high.
Jinan Varun that our universe is his dominion. And while he has been away for millennia, he will return soon. And when he does, we must be prepared. My people have worked to that end for many years now, and it has caused conflict with the rest of the settled systems.
I thought they disappeared. Well, the main part, yeah.
They have retreated from open relations with the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective, but they still exist. I was born in the great city of Dazra, and raised
interesting.
with the teachings of Jinan Varun. I underwent the rite of Krejar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the great serpent and his inevitable return.
Interesting. I hope this isn't one of those now I have to kill you scenarios. Yeah, she sounds like she's really into it, and yeah, I'll admit, I'm just thinking, this guy is nutso, and if she's, oh, I've seen the truth, you're also nuts. Or possibly high, or both. I had a vision whilst on drugs. You were just high, it's not a vision. I'm kind of looking for a nice version of that doesn't send her. I hope this isn't one of those now I have to kill you scenarios. Let's go with the funny one.
Your ability to find the humor in a situation is remarkable.
Oh, good.
No, I will not kill you for knowing, but you must understand that this is privileged information. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Varun's space, speaking only of exploration.
Interesting.
I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life.
It's fairly obvious you're not really a part of the regular society, even as a smuggler, because she just doesn't behave like that, or sound like that, or in any way. She's not a convincing undercover agent. Always wanted to be a spy. I thought there was more to later on. Let's see where this goes.
Yes.
How doing, Joker?
You were not the only one. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah
they clocked you.
Waiting for me.
Oh, there is that as well, Daniel. That's a good point. They didn't trust you. Seems like a good call. Must have been a surprise. They weren't as gullible as you hoped. You're still here, so it can't have been that bad. Must have been a surprise.
Quite an understatement. I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe.
So she's kind of an open double agent. What information are you sending to them, then?
The history of Constellation, where expeditions are sent, data on star systems House Varun has not explored.
I assume
some information on their members and goals. As you have seen, there is relatively little that would be considered classified.
That explains the conversation between her and Sarah when we first met about sending packages to people and stuff. And what was in them having been previously discussed. That's interesting. What's really nice about the artifacts then?
They do not. I have, for now,
interesting,
kept that information to myself. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that.
Interesting. You didn't trust me with any of this. Hard to accept. That's not the one I'm going for. But, yeah, it's a lot to absorb, I think, is the way to go.
I know. I understand that this may change what you think of me. I know that you may no longer wish to associate with me. I believe that in this moment, honesty is more important than anything. No matter what happens next, I have appreciated the time with you, and I thank you for trusting me.
Intriguing. Didn't know she was still in contact with them, although the clues were there, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, that's cool. Definitely interesting. There was a gift at the gift shop in New Homestead that you found. The gift shop in New Homestead, and you found a coffee mug you had to buy for us. A shush on my house for spy. Yeah, I've seen that mug floating around a few times. Yeah, I feel like that's an overlooked opportunity, although it was probably there's probably reasons for it. Right. Speak to Yannick if I want to do more. But, okay, so we'll talk to him, see how he's doing. I don't suppose I'm going to continue doing any business with him. Let's drop a quick save out here, just in case. Should at least wrap up this quest a bit.
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
You said that without moving your lips.
Change your mind? Open up the old business together again?
Well, you're clearly on your own source if you're talking to the wall. Doesn't better give us a aura directly.
Want to ask? He probably. And if anything goes on. Yes, yes, of course. You deserve some R&R. Come back when you are wide-eyed and have the bushy tails.
Haven't seen the leech.
Okay, so it's definitely going to stay there, apparently. Anything else in there that I want to do? We don't have time. Plenty of time. Yeah, the audition, I guess. Meet the Upside Strikers, who are a gang who are being pushed out by the Xion Syndicate. And, oh. That's it. They're being pushed out by the Disciples, another rival gang. Okay. Who are apparently very, very nasty.
Stop with that boost pack. Got enough light traffic.
I remember. Excuse me. I'm curious where this dialogue chain with Andres is going to end up going. It's definitely potentially interesting.
Ebside's a bad place for tourists these days. Whole area's gone to hell.
The Astral Lounge got you down. You're in the right place.
Yeah, let's see about joining the Upside Strikers.
It may not work for some, but you wear it like a champ.
Wrong button. Yeah, I do. I look like a badass.
Okay.
Andrea Sandoval.
What are you looking at?
You're pretty badass jacket, actually.
This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it?
It was more like a regular bar to me. Got it, thanks for the warning. If you're scared, trying to scare me, you're failing badly.
Yeah, back in the day, you would never. Ugh. Yeah, you used to be people were afraid of the Strikers. We had a name, got it? Now the Disciples got us penned up in this lousy bar.
Andrea.
Fine, fine, fine. This beautiful
The bartender's scarier.
Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? Whatever this is.
Tell me about the Upside Strikers.
We were one of the big dogs. We could take what we wanted and no one gave us shit. And Briggs? Total class act. Not a psycho like the Disciples. Now look at us.
Well, there are ways to use your resources to make vast amounts of profit quite quickly if you want to, Daniel. It's not particularly challenging to do, and experience as well if you want to go down that road, but it's not really necessary. But, yeah. I'm just hoping the whole resource management system gets overhauled and improved in future, because, yeah, supply lines and stuff and the way that all works and storage is just not great at the moment. What are Disciples like?
I mean, the Strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you're gonna bleed. But the Disciples? Total nutjob animals. They torture people for kicks. And the only people that kept them from getting out of control? Us. And now we're all but ruined. You gotta say something. The silence is killing me.
That is a bit of a weird bug. Need to talk to the person in charge.
Useful in here and want to meet with Briggs? The nerve. Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh, tourist?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this close to tossing the lot of you out on the street.
Fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Briggs is if you, want to join the Ebside Strikers.
Take Briggs and I'll think about it. Wanted to be in a gang, not interested in strikers. Was so funny.
Oh, nothing. Joining us now is great. People are banging down our door to go down with this ship.
Take Briggs. I'll think about joining.
You know, I'll just do that. Right now.
I do like her jacket though. It's quite cool.
This ought to be good. Sure, let's go meet the boss.
Pardon.
I think it's even cooler. It's a little bit puffy, but otherwise it's quite cool. As far as you got. Yeah. She seems to be struggling with the door. Although not as much as I thought she was going to.
What's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us?
No, I recognize this guy.
You understand that, right? Not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag to your friends about. We steal, we mug, we kill if we have to. People that come to us have usually run out of options. So are you really interested?
I'm here to deal with the disciples that are a menace. I'm interested in joining the gang. Not sure I need to move. Deal with the disciples that are a menace.
There was a time when we were the only ones that kept those psychos in line. But I'll get to that. Let me tell you about us.
See how it goes, Steve.
What makes the Strikers different is our family. It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in, we'll go through hell and back for you.
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the time. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's got a roof overhead and fish in their belly. I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Better for everyone in the long run. But you do what you gotta do.
Why do you keep getting people?
Ebside is where all the loser and sad stories end up, once Neon and Administrator Bayou has used them up. Surviving here ain't easy. Sometimes blood's got to flow just to get food based on your plate. But we only take what we have to.
Sign me up then.
Not so fast. I gotta get to know you first. What would you bring to the Strikers?
Problem solver, carved apart to settled systems. I'm smarter and more competent than anyone you guys. Problem solver.
Very useful. I like it. Done anything special? Something that might impress us?
Took down the Crimson Fleet. I'm the Mantis. I'm the one who brought down Ron Hope on Polvo. Oh, that's, yeah, I knew you needed the name Polvo. Dealt with terminal threat for the UC. Terminal threat for the UC.
You dealt with a terror morph? Holy shit. You actually did, didn't you?
You just might need some new pants now.
Impressive. I'm not sure what your game is, but if you really want to join, there's a test. You're going up against the Disciples. Everyone in Ebside's been chewed up and ground up by Neon. Some people snap, and snap hard. The Disciples are maniacs, pure and simple. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware.
I really need to take a test.
If you're a striker, it means the Disciples are going to come after you hard. But you do this, we know you can hack it, and you're willing to risk your neck.
Okay. I'd like to end as many of the Disciples as I can.
Fully in alignment there.
Joining a street gang was not something I felt we needed to do today, but so be it.
There's a warehouse they use.
She's
One of my friends
downstairs.
said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. Who's going to go in and make them pay?
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in there, and it's a bloodbath. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with them never even knowing it happened. Consider this your audition. Try not to get killed, new fish.
We'll see how this goes. So, break into a warehouse, steal...
Can I get you something?
Why are you following me? That's weird. Steal information on who's supplying the disciples with military-grade hardware, I guess. Talk to the boss and that's it so far, then. Yeah. I'm curious as to where it's going to go. I'll go over there. Cut me off. Off 9. Right.
Another day, another couple of credits.
Yes? Of course, take your time.
She's not going to wait here, is she? She does seem to be willing to wait here. Saved it up further back, but safe side. Get my sneak on.
Never met the boss. Does this operation even have a boss?
Got it. I got it. Now I just gotta get out without getting caught. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Apparently I'm over encumbered. Maybe that's just because I'm sneaking. I don't know. Oh well.
Did you need something? I will watch your back.
Your back just got punched twice. Weird. I mean, it's sang the sneaking song. Sneaky, 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 stab. I didn't stab anybody though. Got an idea. I feel like there's a t-shirt in there somewhere. Not quite sure how I'd pull that off. Well, and it does sound a little bit like one's condoning violence, but...
Be careful around here.
Ordering a takeaway. No. Designing a t-shirt.
You didn't hear this, but there's a
I was thinking like a white outline of somebody crouching, like in sneaking in games, just with the caption "sneaky, sneaky, 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 stab."
Do what it takes. If the disciples spot you, they're gonna attack straight away.
It was late, no deaths. How about our things? How do you wind up in charge of the striker safe here? How about our things?
The disciples have got the numbers. They've got the guns. What we have left are the diehards. But we are a family. We genuinely care about each other and have each other's back. So, we may be down, but we are not beaten.
How do you wind up in charge?
I had another life, but I lost it all. Taken from me. Vogel and I were cast out on the street. We couldn't find work after months. Things got dark. So crime was the only option. We picked up misfits and unfortunates from there, but all of them fighters. Willing to do anything it takes.
So he built the gang up from nothing. So you're safer?
Madame Sauvage is a serious player in Ebside. For previous favors rendered, she's protecting us. And even the disciples won't go against her. But we take one step outside, and all bets are off.
Got the slate, no deaths.
So you did the job? And nobody had to die. That was one hell of an audition. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strikers are out for the count. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns, I feel the tide is turning.
Glad I could help out.
Trying to score points with the boss. Smart play, new fish. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier, or I'll make them friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need, and a job I got in mind for you.
Okay, striker mask wear added. Changed how I was sitting and now my foot's stuck. That's pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool. Yeah. I actually really quite like that outfit. That's one of the best I've seen outside of the 3-star stuff in a while. That's cool.
Neon's a living thing, and it feasts on our pain.
Hatchet, huh?
So you survived. Andrea thought Briggs wanted you dead, so he sent you away. Andrea was wrong.
I'll be sure to thank her. I'll be sure to thank Andrea.
Andrea does what she has to. Respect that. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutters. So don't be weak.
Incredibly, the outfit says gang member. The makeup says somebody further up the ladder. You grew up here all alone?
Oh yes. Every day a different struggle. To stay alive, to stay good in the head. But the strikers and Briggs took me in, gave me a family. I will do anything to protect them. And I mean anything.
No idea it's so hard.
Those that live are strong and desperate. Like us. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Signs that indicate our turf. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there, that is the challenge. Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say, make the disciples bleed at every chance.
I prefer a low body count.
Briggs will be pleased. But if you need things, I can hook you up. I make sure the strikers have what they need. Good luck.
Okay, let's see what she's
A lot
got
of
for
the
sale.
signs are high up. Be careful up there. Very dangerous.
If it's so bad, how do people survive?
Many don't. You can find corpses anywhere. No one notices anymore. And the lucky ones, they have to sell themselves, their soul, beliefs, anything and everything. There is no hope here. Only the struggle.
Where'd you get the stuff? Yeah,
The
so.
strikers steal all sorts of things. I handle the stash. Not sure why me, although
That kind of
I don't
stash?
think anyone would
No?
trust Vogel or Andrea to do it.
Okay.
Here's what I have.
It's the best kind of stash. What do you got? A load of fairly high-tier guns from the look of it. Mid-tier, isn't it, I think? Is it advanced? I can't remember. No, it's high-tier. Nothing particularly exciting, though. Disciples Flameware. It's the other side. That's quite cool. Flashy leatherware. Club Life skirts, leatherware. Urban Operator. That's actually the most interesting thing there. I feel like I would like to take off the body of one of the bad guys. Yeah.
Always keep your eyes open.
Otherwise, you might well walk into a wall.
First rule of strikers is take what you need to survive. So you're part of the team now. All right, not bad. Briggs may be in charge, but know that I'm his second. So stay on my good side, right?
Yeah, could do that. Here's a new friendship. We should be trying to stay on my good side. It's a new friendship.
That's right. Friendship. Family. You're gonna do great here. Not going to lie.
Go well with a crash reward from Reagent, huh?
Shit time. Wasn't that long ago that we held our own against the disciples. Now we're just hiding behind our mother's scat. We need to do something. Well, did you want something?
How does this whole thing start with the disciples?
Everything was pretty fine till a couple of years ago. They had their side of town, we had ours. I mean, we'd have misunderstandings, but Briggs always sorted things out. Then one day, the disciples wanted all of Ebside. It's been blood and knives ever since.
And how did they take control?
Serious goddamn military hardware. How can a knife compare to a fully auto Grendel, right? I mean, before then, we gave as good as we got. But all of those bastards are armed. And we tried to make a stand. And after the funerals, we hunkered down.
Now somebody's supplying
Good
them.
talk.
Well, taking away their supplies and then taking away their supplies seems like the way to go. Yeah, it's better.
Nothing like the velocity of the rough shift of Xeno. Makes you forget how bad you stink.
Well, you could take a shower before you go to the pub. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, I'll go and find these signs and hack them without getting screwed over by the disciples. I mean, I could shoot disciples. Apparently I'm going to the underbelly. Interesting. Didn't really expect that. I assumed, well, assumed otherwise. There we are. There's the landing pad and long way out. I love that you can't.
We here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism, huh? There's a steep fine for that. Zero tolerance. Tell you what, you pay the fine now, and I'll let you off with a warning.
Why do I think he's not on the up and up? Neon City roughing up worship, killing a tourist is a really bad look. Pay the fine. No way I'm paying you. I'd be tempted to just walk over to the edge and just say, yeah, speaking of things that are steep, that's pretty steep. Unless you want to go and swim in that outfit of yours. Fuck off. But then I'll probably end up with a fight with the whole Neon security, so we'll just talk our way out of it.
But as soon as you started putting up a striker gang sign, that crosses the line.
Bit soldiers here. Both know how bad this could get. Let's try that. That did not work. Walk away, soldier. I'm warning you. Get tired of your attitude. You idiot, you're going to blow my cover. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Walk away. I'm going to try that one again.
Huh? Are you? What's going on here?
Don't think you're walking away from this. I tell you, you'd rather not have this end in violence. Yeah, you idiot, you're going to blow my car. Sure, we'll work something out. Work something out? I think he wants to. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's try that one.
Maybe we can work something out.
Kind of game the system a little bit.
Fine. Just get out of here.
Break. Yeah. I feel like this whole area down here is a cool idea, but it could be, it's a little too open. I feel like more girds and gantries, more stuff going on down here, more areas below and behind the scene. The underbelly of the city could be more developed. It's like, there's a lot of things like that. It was like, this is really cool, but it could be more. Also, that is quite a cool view. Like, all of this is really cool. They could have taken it further and made it more involved, more interesting, more complex. More of a maze of passages and underhanging, like, cage walkways and all manner of things going on down there. That's the underbelly that keeps the city going, you know? Yeah. There's room for this place to be, if not the full size, but then a little more in the direction of, say, a district or two of Night City, rather than, like, the way it is just a bit on the small side. So I need to get up there somehow. Well, there's a good staircase. I know there's one down this end, but chunks out here. We've seen that before, but I kind of forgot it was there. Like, and there's all this stuff here, which is really cool, but it's underutilized. There's a bit more space and interest that could be made of all of this. Then again, I wonder if the technology exists to really fulfill the vision. So the bigger they go, the more demanding on one's hardware it becomes. So. Well, that wasn't the plan, but okay.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Up and over we go. Yeah. Just lots of... So I think it'd just be the same idea, just pushed a bit further. No. Well, pushed twice as far at least, I think. It's the same thing with like New Atlantis and Aquila City as well. New Atlantis is really cool, and yeah, biggest city they've made and so on and so forth. But it needs to be 2 or 3 times the size, with a lot more people, a lot more accommodation. There's basically no nightlife in New Atlantis, which is weird. Things like that just got a bit overlooked. But much as all these things are kind of needed to really bring the thing fully to life and to achieve its potential, it would take an extremely long time to actually pull that off. And the demands on hardware and stuff one shudders to think about, really. And surprisingly okay. Other than generally provoking the other gang, I don't really see that this is going to achieve much, though. The disciples. I do quite like this nightclub. They need a few places like this in New Atlantis. So, Aquila City again is another example of a place that is. It's supposed to be the capital, and I really like the idea that the Freezer Collective is comprised of a number of smaller settlements rather than like fewer large ones. But Aquila City is still the capital, and needs to be bigger with more going on and more people. Although it's better on the amount of accommodation compared to the size of the place, that they got that closer to the mark, I think, with than they did with New Atlantis, but still. And then like places like Hopetown, and needs to be a whole bunch of those sort of places, but Hopetown needs to be way bigger than it is. Gagarin's really cool. Other place in Alpha Centauri, but there needs to be like 20 or 30 more places like that around. 10 or 12 maybe. And then you look at Sardinia. That's pretty good, but there's still room for it to be bigger and more going on, make it a bit more of a bustling town.
I think you're going to fit in well. Really well. You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Good. Andrea's
Really cool industrial themed club down in the world. Yeah, something like that would be cool. I mean, there's a bar down there.
Disciples off balance.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. The gloves are off. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. But it's do or die.
Okay, not going to hurt innocents. Not going to hurt innocents.
If people are in the wrong place at the wrong time, you might not have much choice. Gang fights are no holds barred. So make your peace with it.
There is always a choice. And if we wish to avoid
He was just been saying avoid collateral damage.
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I have a request. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cast-off clothes the strikers wear. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe convince Newell to sell it to us.
Yeah, that's pushing it, I think. That's asking a hell of a lot.
I'm not asking for charity here. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you back with interest. Now's the time for those strikers to make a comeback.
Ooh, tough. We have got level 2. Use, haven't I think? Yeah, like if you try and go for imagine going for a night out in New Atlantis, for example. As far as I think, there are 2 bars. There's Kay's Place maybe at a pinch, and 1 restaurant in the city. And there's Chunks and Terrabrew. Let's cross those off. Can't think of anywhere else really that makes the bill. So what, you go for a couple in the spot by the spaceport, the porthole, is it? Viewport, know the place I mean. And then you'd have to, well, I suppose you could take the lift down into the well and hit the bar down there, and then take the next one up and finish off in the really high-end restaurant in the city centre, or maybe do that in reverse, start in the really high-end place and then go down to the well via the lift from the mast station, and then across the well and back up to the spaceport. And that'd be your night out, but yeah, it seems a little underwhelming, really. I mean, you can make it work, but... So, speak to Vogel. Is it just me, or is it this guy's name Vogel Fucks? Because it looks like his name is Vogel Fucks. Optional, get armor for them. I don't really want to get armor for them. I mean, I want to help them take out...
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity?
I want to try and help them take out the disciples, but I don't really want to get them armor because I don't really want to make them too much of a force to be reckoned with, because they're a street gang after all. And, yeah, I mean... Ooh. It seems like better they're strikers than the disciples, but you don't want to give them too much power over people. This to end on a cheeky chunk since they don't have Hernandez. Yeah, well, I think Nando's would generally be open late enough for it to be a place to end a night out.
Finally, Briggs is going to let me kick these disciples where it hurts. I've been telling him to let his best man loose for weeks. So thank you for changing his mind.
Sounds like you have history.
You better believe it. Both of us worked for that hellhole Xenofresh way back. I was a casualty of a reduction in force. But Paul Briggs's leg got crushed in an accident. So Xenofresh, being the class act they are, they fired him, and later even sued him. So it was him and I on the streets. I helped him through rehab. The Ebside strikers sort of grew around us.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Industrial accident, gets staff member injured. Company sues them for loss of income or loss of revenue because they're not working as hard as they could be. Fucking insane. Never mind loss of income, it's loss of revenue because the staff member got injured, so he's not making the company as much money as he should be doing, as he would have otherwise been doing. Ready to go.
You are something else. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos, right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns, and then the real fun begins.
No collateral damage.
No promises. The till's running empty. So if I happen to see some marks on the way, then the fishies better pay up. Know what I mean?
Let's get this over with then.
It'll work. All right.
This is exactly why I'm not going to get them any armor, just in case
street rats for you.
anybody decides to
Me
defend
and my
themselves.
boys will
Up.
take some others. Fun time.
Yeah. Clear the disciples' hangouts. That's fine. Yeah, because if anybody decides to defend themselves against the gang getting a little too pushy, I don't want the gang to be armoured and the regular civilians having even less chance. Spot over here. Let's hit this one first. Up the top, huh? Okay. Oh, down below. Calm down, Andrea. Well, that's really annoying. Yeah, let's hit this one first. Oh,
Walking out of here.
quite the way I was hoping this would go. So they're gunning people down the street, are they?
Let them die for nothing.
Meet your death.
It's everybody around this area. Rip. Piled up the bodies down there. Kind of hoping it was just going to be like the 3 guys over here or something, but no, there's a whole bunch of more of them hanging around. Who's that? Holtz Henley. I guess he was a senior, the one in charge of this gang, this section of the gang or something. Disciple Streetwear, huh? Okay.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Apparently I'm cucumbered. Andrea, you want to carry some stuff?
Yes, you need me. I keep.
Oh, I need to sell that, that's why. And my old tombstone, apparently. Andrea, so there's 81. What's this one sitting on? 68. That's her old one. She's already on my old one. I thought I'd give her an upgrade.
That is all. Very well.
Right. I think Chunks might be closed right now. Well, they don't seem to have a counter for their staff, which is surprising. Kind of wondering what happens if I pick the bodies up and chuck them off. Anybody just disappeared into the water. Not chucking them all off. Although, you know, it's kind of tempting. I love that you can see the landing pad from up here, though. You can get access to it from upper areas. better. I'm having way more luck with my tombstone than I am with my sniper. Ow! He says when he got shot in the head. Tag wear, okay, so it's a different set of disciples' clothing. Flameware, okay, I think we saw some of that. Okay. Supposedly, I just have to take out the last group. Wherever they are. But it's also now saying me Andrea, who was... Interesting. She got the guns, good.
New fish went in, pop, 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 and the cash is ours.
That's thanks to me and my new best mate. Hit any problems on your patrol?
Well, Chunks has looked down one employee. Piece of cake, not sure about best mates. Piece of cake.
Same here. Little element of surprise and a few bullets. Then no worries. Everything's going according to plan, Briggs.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. This warehouse is one of their main strongholds. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. New fish, we wouldn't be here without you. What's the play? Go in guns blazing? We hold back?
Stay out here, make sure I don't get interrupted. Rush them together, shield battle, make the call. Stay out here, make sure I don't get interrupted.
You'll be drawing a lot of heat, but if you think you can handle it, works for me. You heard the plan. Let's do it.
That way, you guys don't get slaughtered. Although I wonder whether or not that might not be the best move as well. Just pull the fire alarm. It's part of my master plan.
Bad move, showing your cover fire. Gonna make an example out of you.
Did you manage to hit them? You did. Through a solid floor. That's impressive, Andrea. Where are you? Here. I want to watch Batman films now. Put the bodies at the floor.
Over. Downstairs, now.
Security. I'd recognize that condescending tone anywhere. Hands off weapons.
Well, take my hands off the weapons just as soon as I'm done looting these dudes. Chunks, cheesesteak, and an advanced grindle. Oh, the grindle, yeah. The chunks, no. Oh, and Dexler, huh?
You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down? Please. Looks like you've done a bit of violence. A bit of murder. Word is, all this is due to you. Why are you messing around with my streets?
You see, he's got a relationship with the Disciples. Somebody has to do something about Disciples. Doing your job, you're welcome. Don't want any trouble with you. Somebody has to do something about the Disciples.
As I can see. So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. That hurts the bottom line around here. No one affects the bottom line.
Tell that to the Disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The Disciples have been pissing me off for far too long.
Yeah, it does not have the business deal
Your
with them.
gang throws off sewer rat blue and starts wearing neon security black. Or you can be found face down in the streets. And you say your goodbyes. Briggs is a smart lad. He'll make the right choice.
Was it Steve Bloom? Could be. I know the name. I can't remember what from, but I do know the name. He does have a hell of a voice, and yeah, I've heard it elsewhere. I think in probably other Bethesda games as well. But yeah, yeah, I can see him taking up a career with Neon Security if it's going to improve his lot in life and removes the gang problems. That's cool. You'd hire them after this.
The best way to fight gang violence is getting your own pet gang. Trust me, they'll fit right in on the force. Free to go as far away from here as you like. The further the better, in my book.
Surprising offer.
Setting street rat against street rat is pretty elegant, right? Don't take too long. Time to onboard the new hires.
So the guy who sent me to Briggs to join the... Well, sent me to go and join the Ebbside Strikers was probably an undercover security guy.
Good you're here. Huddle up, gang.
Is this for real?
They want me to be a cop.
Shit.
Yep.
We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Ebbside. Briggs, I'm so in.
After all we've done, Neon Security seriously will let that go?
I don't see why not.
Neon,
think
yeah.
anyone cares who stabs who in Ebbside? What's your take?
No reason you'd lie. It seems legit. Chance to get outside. Can't believe how corrupt security is here. Yeah, that one.
That's Neon for you.
Directly employing
that's
gang
true.
members seems like exactly what I would expect of Neon Security. No offense to present company intended, of course.
Anyone object to going for the deal? This is your chance. No one? Good. Really good. I'll give Owen the news. I can't
Yeah,
say I
but a
was
chance to keep in your head if you
expecting
go for it.
this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us. No, we'll be forever grateful.
Just keep disciples under control.
With resources and backup, the streets are gonna be safer. It looks like the
Could actually work
strikers are
out that way.
retiring. And here's your cut.
Street Sweeper pistol. Okay. Some credits and ammo. See if we've got anything else. Disciples tagwear is actually not that bad looking. Streetwear's looks a bit more covered in shit. And presumably it's paint, but it does look like blood. And the flameware again has the same issue. I kind of like tagwear's look. Not that into the white, to be honest, but it's bits of it. The less splattered in crap thing is definitely a good thing. Action, Street Sweeper, there we go. It's a Kraken, okay. A blue, kind of Kadama blue Kraken, which is interesting. Bleeding effect. At 4, I'm assuming it's the bottom tier, though, so... Not a anti-suppressed. Not actually a particularly good one. It's quite cool, though. I like the look of it, the design. It's nice to see one that's not Crimson Fleet design for a change. I think I'm okay with the outcome of that. Didn't go the way I expected it to, but I think I'm okay with it. Would like slightly cooler rewards, but yeah. Because maybe listen to a whole thing like Nightingales where you could have helped us take over the whole Neon. I suppose. Yeah, the whole Bay being untouchable thing, I mean, it annoys the crap out of me, but I also kind of, from a storytelling, writing point of view, I kind of get it. That's kind of the nature of organised crime. It's organised because you can't touch the people at the top because they're just too bloody good at doing what they do. They've got too many people in their pockets and so on and so forth. I guess I'm going to go and visit the rented room as the next thing, and then deliver the slate to Reliant Medical. Actually, possibly not in that order. Just because of the... what's the word before? The layout of the area, that's what it was. Yeah, they kind of do become more of the problem. In the sense that, the whole corruption thing. But in a small way, the streets are clearer and safer.
Hey there. Got the shakes, huh? Don't worry. Doc Manning will fix you up.
Is it that obvious? Yeah, haven't zoned in like a week. My whole body feels like it's crumbling.
Yeah. Coming down off Aurora isn't easy. Took me months to shake it off.
The doc...
What can Reliant Medical do for you?
Rat me out to anyone, right?
You kidding? No one cares if you're addicted to the stuff. Hell, that's what they want.
Well, if it worked for you, I hope it works for me. I'm sick of feeling this way when I can't get a fix.
Yeah, nasty.
You're not looking well at all.
Ready to talk to me.
Perhaps you'd better sit down. Oh my goodness.
Get there eventually.
Another poor soul. All right. Tell me what happened to you. Is it an Aurora overdose? Something else, perhaps?
Denise Aurora, just joined the clinic, hit medical supplies. Aurora, a common problem here? Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes. You see, the more Aurora that a user absorbs, the more resistance their body builds up to its active ingredients. That means the user needs larger and larger doses in order to feel its full effect. Eventually, the doses get so incredibly large, the user's nervous system simply can't handle the overload.
Yes. I don't use Aurora. Actually,
That's a very wise choice. Since you're clearly a first-time visitor to Reliant Neon, I'd love to offer you a free checkup, but I'm afraid I'm dangerously low on supplies.
Unusual for a medical supply
I can
company?
assure you it isn't by choice. You see, I'm a bit at odds with the current administrator of Neon. His drug is turning the streets into a graveyard, and he doesn't seem to care. We've argued about it on more than one occasion, and all he's done is try to persuade me to quit. Thinning out my supply chain is his newest tactic.
Because he views you as embarrassing to him. He won't have a problem with doctors, because the longer people stay alive, the more money they can spend on Aurora. And more time they spend making him money. But if he's vocal and public about challenging him, that's what Bay will have a problem with. You try taking this higher?
I've spoken to the people at Reliant Medical Corporate, I've talked to the Freestar Rangers, I've even gone to the Freestar Collective Council. Every answer is always the same. We're working on it. It's corruption at the highest levels. Ugh. So aggravating.
He obviously has a stranglehold on the city.
And you understand what I'm up against. At this point, I've resorted to asking anyone that has a ship registered outside of the Volii system to bring me medical supplies. I pay them for the supplies, of course, but it's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport. Now, if there's anything else I can do for you, anything at all, you just let me know.
Delivery from the clinic.
Not a moment too soon. Thanks.
Nice. Not much cash, but hey, better than poking the eye with a sharp stick. I can help you with the medical supply problem.
That would be amazingly helpful. It's a relief to meet someone who gives a damn about anyone other than themselves for a change.
I'm guessing this is just to be repeatable.
And I'll pay you directly for the supplies, of course. It's the only way I can sneak them past Bayou's people at the spaceport.
Hope you won't get in trouble for this. Ridiculous threat to sort of smuggling. Don't pay me anything. How could you possibly afford to pay for your own supplies? How will we sneak them past space authorities?
There's nothing to worry about.
Spaceport authorities.
As long as packages aren't coming off a commercial vessel, the authorities won't scan them. That's why this has to be done
Other
slowly
than in space for
methodically.
contraband.
If I get too much all at once, they'll catch on to my scheme.
Ridiculous threat to resort smuggling.
There's nothing else to be done about it. These people need my help.
Well, if I could shoot Benjamin Bay in the head, that would solve the problem.
I have a contact over at the clinic in the Narian system.
Changes could be made.
She's one of the nurses there. She'll get you started. Thank you so much for doing this. You have no idea how helpful it'll be for the poor folk that live in Ebside.
Glad to be of service. So how does Aurora work?
Aurora stimulates the neural circuits in the brain, specifically targeting the neurotransmitter serotonin in the prefrontal cortex. This causes significant sensory hallucinations, both auditory and visual. That's the enticement factor. As you can imagine, this state is highly addictive, and the user gets stuck in a vicious cycle. They need more Aurora to satisfy their cravings.
How do you kick the habit?
Well, it's completely dependent upon how long the user's been addicted. People have been using for, say, 2 years or less. I've been able to put through a full detoxification program successfully. But there are others who have been addicted pretty much all their adult lives. And I have yet to try and cure someone who hasn't relapsed.
How do you know I'll be heading?
We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a heck of a lot of hours working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon, but I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and she's been helping me ever since.
That's cool.
Stay away from Aurora before you get hooked.
Interesting little connection back there. Yeah, it would be nice to upgrade the unique ones to make them useful later on down the line. It would not be... I mean... In the Bethesda's previous games, that has not been the case, though, so, you know, it depends on what they've learnt the lesson, I guess. Good. Okay, took that one off. That's fine. How are we doing now? Okay, so talk to Clover. Don't know who Clover is, but I guess we're going to find out.
Welcome, Off-Worlder.
Beautiful, unique,
Don't go causing trouble.
Oh, this is interesting.
Just one quiet day. Not too much to ask for.
Celt Corp. I wonder who they are. Ah, funnily enough, we're about to find out. They look like a mining corporation of some kind. Nice building.
Clover McKenna at your service. Again.
Go buy baggage at yours and your family's. Wait, what?
Tell Mr. Okadibo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
You have me confused with somebody else, but time for you I can leave. Not the greeting I was expecting. I think you have me confused with someone else.
I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. Damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okadibo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My
I think
name's
that's
Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst.
that must be the guy who runs the mining place down by the spaceport that she's on about. Why would this Mr. Okadibo, whose name I really can't do anything other than butcher, I'm sure, hire people to represent him?
I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. So I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again.
I'm guessing she spilled a coffee on her desk, judging by this. No, stereotyping with ginger hair and a Scottish accent. Yeah, just a little bit. Well, speaking of stereotypes with ginger hair and Scottish accent, though, there is a episode of The Simpsons coming up this weekend where Willie is getting a love interest who is voiced by Karen Gillan. Should be quite cool. Apparently she's quite excited about it, despite being a stereotypical ginger Scottish person. Maybe I should be... apologies are necessary.
That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Really thrown me off my game.
Hell of a mess calls this. Don't mean prime business affairs. Doesn't seem like you'll be easily rattled. What's the deal with Neon Mining Lake?
It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They
Aye.
sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate.
Okay.
Mr. Okadibo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man, but his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts.
So what's caused this hell of a mess then?
If only you knew. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall.
Mind if I assist you? Tell me a bit more about the company. More about your father. Which is Chloe? Are you in charge of the office? Tell me more about Keltcor.
We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically,
Lucky Charms
if it's
was
made of
Irish.
rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building,
Leprechauns and all.
but it pays the bills.
They're a big ass mining corporation, yeah. Lucky Charms. Yeah, Lucky Charms is an Irish one. Oh, the whole leprechaun thing is, whatever it's called. Not so much a Scottish thing. Not that it's really Irish either, because I'm pretty sure it's not something you get over this side.
Was it something I
could be
said?
wrong. Why should I call you Chloe?
Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake.
Oh, she's supposed to be Irish, is
I
she?
think he could have possibly
That's-
been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad.
She doesn't seem particularly Irish either. The accent doesn't quite land in the middle, land somewhere in the weird middle of both of them. I don't know. Where? Tell me about your father.
Niall. Oh, he's the CEO of...
Okay, now that's Irish.
The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you.
The ginger thing's definitely more Scottish than Irish anyway. So that kind of goes that way. And I wouldn't say the accent sounds particularly Scottish or Irish. It sounds like some weird halfway between the two that doesn't quite hit either. So I guess it's paddling about in the Irish Sea somewhere. You in charge of the office?
For now. But let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work.
No, I'm not saying she made a dog's breakfast over the accent. Just
Having a bit of a
I wouldn't go
breakdown,
that far, but it's not the best. And yeah, the ginger thing's definitely more Scottish than more of a Scottish stereotype rather than it is an Irish one, I think. Yeah, I don't think it quite lands either way. I wouldn't say she seems like much of a firebrand either. She seems a little bit too chill for that. I do find it very, very strange so many of these suits have plastic bits to them. I know it's supposed to be like sci-fi and stuff, but I don't see plastic lapels and stuff coming in and for any length of time. She hasn't said top of the morning operator yet. This is true. Yeah, not Irish unless you say that.
Your time.
I mean, I'm hearing it a bit more now, but yeah, I don't think it's quite the best either.
You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you.
Although, she's not from Ireland. She's from somewhere in space. So she's probably got an Irish family, but the idea that the accent would twist and mutate a bit over time, given that, you know, nobody's left on Earth and Earth is uninhabitable and several hundred years of, or 100 plus years, 200 years, something like that, spreading across the settled systems, would result in changes to accents. So if the accent's not spot on, that in some ways makes a lot of sense, actually, if it's a bit odd. Taking advantage of goodwill doesn't sound very corporate to me. Kind of get stuck up from in the first place.
Just because I work for a megacorp doesn't mean I don't have a heart. Saburo, Mr. Okadigbo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
He is a nice guy.
He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you?
Talk to him, not involved. Set this date right now. Are you personally involved?
That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional.
Either yes or she wants to be. I'll go and talk to him.
Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
It's the same person who voices Lydia and Andresia as well. That's interesting, Steve. I'm not terribly surprised that she'd been more than one Bethesda game. They do have their favourite actors, to say the least, which is not surprising. That sign looks quite cool, though. Yeah. I mean, the other question, of course, is what exactly were they going for with the character? Like, if not quite what you expect from the accent, it was what was intended, then nailed it. But
hey there.
Yeah, not the best accent I've ever heard, that one, like. I don't know. Maybe it's just from it's entirely possible it is from a region within Ireland that I wouldn't recognise an accent from. Yeah, it doesn't quite
take it easy.
Land for me. But
here to purchase some mining goods?
Again, as I say, when they're out in space, and you know, Ireland hasn't existed for a couple of 100 years, and people have spread out in this way, it wouldn't be surprising, particularly, that accents would morph. And there was some other observation I was going to make, but I forgot what it is now. So, Clover McKenna offered to pay for your debt to Kelcorp. Okay, not quite. But anyway.
Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens.
Well, cough the fuck up then. And you hope to save the business?
Things have improved, my friend, thanks to you. But even when business is good, there are still ebbs and flows. The debt, on the other hand, is constant.
Yep, that's usually how that works. I might try and persuade him. I'm kind of in the fair enough mindset, as long as he He can keep up payments, but he hasn't been in the past, but he can now, but I kind of feel this is a more appropriate choice, to be honest.
I'm glad you understand. It is a delicate matter.
I want to talk about you with Coco.
Ah, yes. You are here on behalf of... I'm glad you understand. It is a delicate matter.
Why do you think you aren't getting as much
Listen
business?
to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price.
Yeah, interesting idea, but didn't go so well.
Farewell, my friend. And tell everyone we have plenty of... mining supplies in stock.
Let's see if we can't find her diary and see if we can get any information about it. She did mention that diary. I'm guessing it's back in her office, though. Might give us a bit more means to settle this in a slightly more... in a way that I might feel a bit more comfortable with, should we say.
You don't need to wear your helmet in here. You know that, right?
I'm not doing well. It's the smell. The artificial US version, Steve. I don't know. I mean, there are people over there with remarkably on-the-nose Irish accents who've never been anywhere near Ireland, so particularly in the northeast general direction of the US. Yeah, Father Ted never really did it for me. Nice corporate offices, though.
What do you want to do for the break later?
I'm glad
I don't know,
ended
but
up
I
at
gotta get
Kent's
out of
Court.
here.
Ms. McKenna
It's been
treats
non-stop
employees like
interruptions
family.
since this morning, and I'm...
So she's the one in charge of this office, and yet she's also on the
If
reception
you'll
desk.
excuse me, I have a deadline to meet.
Why would her diary be on some random dude's desk? I have to admit, this business with Saburo is keeping me up at night. I can see how it's starting to wear on him personally and professionally. Saburo is a good and honourable man. Pride won't allow him to accept my money, but what he doesn't understand is the game is rigged. Even in good times, variable interest rates are designed to landslide you. All I want to do is give him a fair shake. I may not believe in every idea he has, but I believe in him. He just needs a financial partner who can offer some direction. Someone who has his best interests at heart. Given then, I wouldn't like give my position in maybe a conflict, but my feelings as far aside, I really do want to help.
I'll go with you. We can pick up an extra for Chloe if she asks.
Can't talk. I've got a
I
deadline.
mean, why don't you go and get a, presumably, pick up a... I didn't hear half that conversation, but it might have been pick up a coffee for the boss while you're on the way out, without any, prompting. That's probably a sign of a good boss. Mock the Week. Mock the Week is pretty awesome. You get a combination of Sarah Brain and also Ed Byrne, was at least, I don't know if he still is. The show's over anyway now, it doesn't run anymore, does it? But was frequently on the show. Sarah Brain's good, but Ed Byrne was a particular favourite comedian of mine and my other half's.
What's up?
It was one of his stand-ups, sort of pair of us practically quite end to end. So any opportunity there's a joke in there that we'll use. Dr. Kelkop.
Ah, yes. You are here on behalf of Miss McKenna. She is kind. But as I said before, I cannot accept.
He does seem like a nice bloke. Read this. Might change your mind.
Really? Let me take a look.
Here, let me hand you this woman's
I did
diary.
not know she felt this way. She is always so professional. I thought she did not like me. That is why I have sent proxies to negotiate my debt.
And if it likes you, feel sorry for you. Some people are just oblivious. Oh, she definitely likes you.
And I like her. Oh, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was, I respect her business acumen.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Sweating.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not,
You
but
have
anyway.
done me a service, and for that, I thank you. You can tell Miss McKenna, I mean Chloe, that I accept her offer.
Ah, we're talking mutual feelings there?
I do have feelings for her, and maybe now I will have the courage to tell her.
Yes,
they
get
say
head out of
never
bottom and go and
to
ask the woman
business
out.
with pleasure, but there are always exceptions. Come back soon, my friend. It's always a treat to see you.
Yeah, full-time gig is a model for Megaboss. As far as I know, not Gray, but yeah. Yeah, Ed Burn's definitely brilliant.
Stay out of trouble, or we'll have a problem.
Makes me want to shoot them. Some of the commentary that they do make when you're wandering around is a little bit like, eh. Some of it's fine. I mean, I don't think I've ever walked past a copper in the street and he's gone, stay out of trouble. I'd be like, stay the fuck away from me, weirdo.
If you're here, lovely day for it.
No, that was very stereotypical. Saburo agreed to let you pay his debts.
That's fantastic. I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.
Somebody's playing a long game there.
Thank you again for your help.
How did he rack up so much debt?
When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well.
Took a load on credit, then.
He's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. A poor man. Nice visiting with you.
Have fun on your date. What? What date? You'll see. I don't think I saw that one. And yeah, I tended to see random isolated episodes rather than actually watch the series. So. So what's up there? Not what I'm looking for. So, there's James Newell. Okay. Well, I'm not going to start this one because I've just seen the time. But I do need to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff. So, yeah. Let's try that.
Now, James?
Hey there. Well, let me know if we can...
I am not. Apparently I can still do the get armor for the Upside Strikers thing, even though they're no longer around. Alright, take you're broke already. Fine, wonderful.
Thanks for stopping by our shop.
Got those two.
How's that?
If it's too hot. You got the money.
Guy literally advertises the fact he'll buy stolen goods just as soon as I walk through the door. Jesus. That is a very cool looking gun. I kind of... part of me wishes I was actually had more use for a grenade launcher. Just for its general coolness. Same for the XM2311. The 1911 and pistols and stuff. I think it's the thing. Even within pistol builds, you can go for like a cowboy use a revolver build, or you can go with something like this and go with a more James Bond secret agent type build. Which would also be quite cool. I don't know which one I'd want to do. Or you can go samurai if you want to. God, I like it. Don't need those. That I'm going to keep. Okay. Yeah, that's all the stuff I've got. Still wearing the striker mask wear because, for the moment, it's kind of fun. I'm not going to keep it for long. I'll switch it out from back to my usual stuff before long, but that is quite a vibe. The disciple stuff's not bad either. Flame wear isn't bad, I suppose. But yeah, tag wear is definitely the best looking. Get rid of one of those. I think that's everything I've got to sell right now. No, I've got a spacesuit to get rid of as well, haven't I?
All right, buzz off. I'm busy.
Fuck you, asset. Treasure! Oh, there you are. Strange lady.
Yes? If I can take a few...
Yeah, right.
Back to it then.
Yeah? What?
Milton Jones is good, yeah. He did do a bit of a somewhere between deadpan dad jokes and yeah, generally leaning in that direction. It's kind of his style, but it worked particularly well. Guy just looked so damn eccentric, he kind of had to tell eccentric jokes, really, didn't he? Doesn't he, I should say, rather. So I speak like he's dead, he's not, as far as I know.
If you find anything else, make sure.
Subtle as a brick to the head. Yeah. Things not heard at the Olympics, the Irish national anthem. That sounds about right.
Free to ask.
I just pulled a broom out of his ass.
You won't find a better.
You do not have enough money. Do you have enough ammo? That was the wrong fucking thing to do. Please tell me I've got a very recent save. What's the time on that? Oh, thank you. So I just accidentally sold all my ammo to him. I think. Like a Frankie Boyle, yeah.
Hello? I have plenty of... Absolutely.
Good pair, those two. Although Frankie Boyle did tend to get a little old, his interview. Although he has sort of developed it and moved it on a bit, I think, since. This guy does not actually have any ammo. That's interesting. Do like that design. Pity it's shit. There's the one that's supposed to match with this spacesuit. It's actually not that far off where I actually am, is it? Not far off at all. current one. Actually, kind of tempted to buy that just for making it match up, you know. Anything cool in the packs? No. Mad that that ugly thing is almost as good as what I'm currently wearing. I still think it's kind of crazy that the most basic models that you start off the game in and ones that are most similar to that, like this, are actually some of the best looking ones. So those are really cool design, even if the stats aren't great. The Navigator one's not bad, but Star Roamer one's hideous. It's kind of Michelin man spacesuit thing, but. Any cool apparel? I was going to go for a James Bond-esque look. I'm not on this character. A corp wears something like that would be probably the best bet. Neon business wear's not far off, actually, is it? Neon dancer outfit? Maybe not. Anyway, let's get some selling done. Yeah, there's my commerce over the line. Can't afford to sell that right now. Well, we're selling some more stuff at a later date, I think. It's a spacesuit one? It is, nice. Well, energy shielding would seem like the one to go for, wouldn't it? Explosive shielding, definitely the way to go, I think. Tearing rush to do either of those, actually. Heavy shielding is definitely worth having, make it better protected. Can't do that because I haven't got this stuff at the moment. Just detection, not too bothered about that anyway. Explosive shielding, sensor array. So I could do that apparently. Range from enemy detection, explosive shielding. Not really much to choose between the two, I don't think. Not sure what I did on this one. Explosive shielding, didn't I? How do these two stats look? So that is now better. Cool. Better airborne and corrosive, less radiation and thermal protection. Cool. I'll have to do some selling at some point, but not right now. Traditional space suits, you like the Navigator one best? It is a good looking set, but yeah, it's a bit too, like the bluish colour doesn't really do it for me, and it's just a little bit too slim. Mind you, the one I've got's a bit too slim as well, but. It was a moon, actually, but anyway.
Argos was mining valuable minerals. They had mined hard enough to attract attention. The pirates expected easy prey, but instead they found more than they bargained for. A heated battle ensued between the Crimson Fleet and the miners. Armed with only their trusty mining tools, the Argos crew fought off the Crimson Fleet and defended their facility. A surprising turn of events and a victory for us all.
Yep. Right, I think for one evening, that's about the point to press these buttons, isn't it?
The most advanced technology.
Woo! Yeah, the high quality one's not that great. Mind you, if you really like a style over stats, then go for it, because it's not like the difficulty of the combat is so high that you absolutely need to min-max all the time. I've got the best tombstone I think I can get for now, but there's better guns out there, but I don't feel I need to use them because this tombstone is absolutely slaying, and it looks really cool. Picking a light spacesuit that has good enough stats is probably quite a good way to go, especially if you do like the look of it, because some of the higher defensive ones are really heavy as hell. Like the Bounty Hunters one and the Trackers one that I've got are really heavy suits, so you can save yourself a substantial amount of carry weight if you want to do that. Yeah. Succeeding with moderate stats skill. One of the other builds that would be fun to do, potentially, would be to go for a miner build, like really lean into the Argos extractors being a miner kind of thing, and then just use your mining laser as your weapon all the time. Because if you spec into lasers, apparently, you actually can really make that into a beast. So, yeah, just use your mining laser. That would be kind of cool to do in a way. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing a bit of a James Bond type character as well. Maybe for a future playthrough one day. It also kind of makes me want to play Cyberpunk a little bit at the moment, but I'm not actually going to do that. I don't think there's too much other stuff going on. I've got a whole bunch of other stuff I want to play first before I do anything else on my own time. And then, of course, you think about diving into the games. Kind of thinking eventually when we get around to playing Skyrim, because I'm actually going to tackle it and do a full stream, right? Actually finish the damn game before Test 6 comes out. We'll have to do some modding on that, but I'll have to keep an eye out for good places to find, like, ideally like a package deal on mods that'd be easy to do, so I don't have to spend days modding the game to get it where I need it to be, if such a thing exists, but probably will. Or at least a list of mods to create a particular look. I was like, this is what you need. It's nice, simple, clean, and easy to do. But I wouldn't even know where to start looking for that. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff on YouTube and places, but I'll have to look into that eventually. Like the Shock Trooper and the Deep Seeker. I can't remember what the Deep Seeker one... No, I can't remember that off the top of my head. Shock Troop's alright, but it looks a little thin. The fabric underlayer looks too thin, and then even the metal plating that's supposed to be like armoured plating just looks so thin it wouldn't stop, wouldn't stop a box cutter. We're in Painblade. Yeah, got to keep with the theme for sure. I haven't seen a Varying Painblade yet though, so. Having fun with Darkside. Nice, glad you're enjoying that. Yeah, definitely on the whole fence with Warhammer stuff. Next week, is it? I think it's next week, or certainly next month anyway. Rogue Trader comes out. I think it's a week tomorrow, actually. 40k Rogue Trader, which is Alcat's CRPG-esque 40k game, which looks interesting. I know Respawn is very interested in that. So he's mad into his Warhammer and his CRPGs, so. Yeah. Alcat make good games, that sort of thing. The Pathfinder games they did a really good job on. So that should be cool, but I'm not too sure that I want to go down the 40k rabbit hole on that one. Maybe one day. But anyway, not at the moment, that's for sure. Still, we'll see. Yeah. So much to play. Anyway, folks, plan tomorrow is, I think we're going to got a whole bunch more side quests and stuff to cross off, so I'll probably do that. There's a whole bunch more stuff to do around Neon, so as we're here doing that, I think I will cross a lot of that off. And then we'll jump back into the main story and see how we go from there. Should be cool. there's the Ryujin storyline still to do. So I think we'll do a bit more of the main story, a chunk of the main story, and then do the Ryujin stuff and cross off a bunch of stuff that we probably pick up along the way after that. Then we'll see how we're doing on major side quests and stuff like that compared to the main story. Maybe push on from there. And it's possible, though I think unlikely. I'm guessing we'll probably finish a playthrough of Starfield probably in January. It's only, what, 3 or 4 weeks now till Christmas? What have we got? So 1, 2, 3 full weeks and this week. Yeah, the rest of this week and then 3 full weeks afterwards. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be sometime in the latter part of January that we get wrapped up. But that should line up fairly well for other things I've got in mind. We'll see how it goes. I've got some thoughts to play around with over Christmas. A whole load of stuff to do over the Christmas period. Yeah, looks interesting. Anyway, yeah, we'll crack on with this tomorrow. Should have a video up on Fallout tomorrow, as there's some stuff to cover. There's going to be a bunch of Fallout stuff to cover and go into detail in over the next week or two, which should be very cool. Beyond that, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for a Fallout build. There wasn't really anything particularly inspiring on the Atomic Shop, as unsurprisingly, when we looked yesterday. I should finish off rank 100 tonight while I think of it. That's probably not a bad idea. And, yeah, that might not be a bad way to go. Have a thunk. Yeah, I'm really short on an idea at the minute for Fallout build. Have a think and pot around, maybe see if anything comes up. But there's probably some cool places I've not really had a wander around in a while. It might be fun to try and find somewhere to build that's a bit different and off the beaten track, maybe. Well, that basically means there's a couple of places in maybe, yeah, really only in Savage Divide that I've not explored in a while. Who knows? Maybe there'll be some cool stuff to be found there. We'll see. I'll have a think, come up with something hopefully for the weekend. Tomorrow and Friday is really where I need to get started on that. Yeah, either way, Fallout video tomorrow and more Starfield for the rest of the week. We'll see what happens on Friday as to whether or not we get back to the main story or not. I think we might do, because I imagine we'll cross off most of the side quests tomorrow. Should be cool. Yeah. Anyway, folks, thank you for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. You guys know where all the buttons are if you would like to check them out. All the usuals. Yeah. Not really surprised the Atomic Shop wasn't particularly inspiring this week. Like the major update is next week, so if there was ever going to be a not great week, it will be this one, wouldn't it? They've run out of everything from the last update to the Atomic Shop. That's all gone out. Now they need the next refresh, which will come with the next patch. So, yeah. Anyhow, yeah, back to usual time tomorrow, which will be cool. So, you know where all the buttons are down below, links in the description, and all that good stuff. Do appreciate if you might check it out. Otherwise, have a look at the video on the Fallout TV show I did, if you haven't seen it already. That was a fun video, and it looks really, really cool. There's a whole lot of new information in there, and look at some new shots from the series, so it should be cool. And yeah, loads of new stuff about the upcoming update to cover in the next few days. So, for now, have yourselves a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourselves. And I will catch you all around about the usual time tomorrow for some more. Should be good fun. Enjoying Neon. So, until then, I'll catch you next time. Night, folks. See ya.